I'm going to be spending 50 hours on this floating island. This is Skyblock Infinite, an endless void only populated by the occasional island and structure. I have a few goals that I want to accomplish here, such as building a giant base, constructing self-sufficient farms, and defeating both the Ender Dragon and the Wither. Can I survive the full 50 hours here? Keep watching to find out. This is our brand new world, and it has so much land. Look at all the land here, and here, and here. Yeah, we don't really have a lot. We've started off with an Acacia Skyblock Island, which is pretty interesting considering that Acacia wood is pretty weird. I mean, it is bright orange. Let's turn all of our logs into planks and get set up with a crafting table. And then we'll quickly make a bunch of Acacia slabs so that we can catch any saplings that might fall into the void otherwise. I can see there's a shipwreck down there. We might have to check that out soon. Hey, there we go. There's our Acacia sapling. Let's get him planted. And then we'll go ahead and get set up with a wooden pickaxe. We have also got the classic Skyblock starter chest, which has some lava, some ice, some sugarcane, some sea pickles, some glowberries, and 10 obsidian. I'm not quite sure what the purpose of the sea pickles are, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. We've got to go ahead and set ourselves up with a cobblestone generator, and it is crucial that we get this right. We place down the ice, we then break it to turn it into water, and then the lava goes here. Please don't say I've messed it up. Nope, I think that is perfect. This is, of course, a very primitive and very slow cobblestone generator, but soon we'll get it upgraded. Also, half the cobblestone that I mine seems to fly straight back into the lava, which is rather annoying. There's a structure over there, and at first I thought it was a stronghold, but it's actually a trial chamber. We'll definitely be going in there at some point. We could get some really good loot. Let's make ourselves a stone pick. Look at that. We've reached the Stone Age. And we'll also grab a stone axe. We'll then expand our platform using cobblestone, because what we're going to do is move this cobblestone generator onto a cobblestone platform, and then harvest all of this dirt to be used for crops and saplings. Also, because I don't want the whole island burning down. There's no way around it. We need loads and loads of cobblestone, so I'm just going to do this all night long. This is so painful. And so that was all I did for the entire night. Mine cobblestone. Just look at all of this cobblestone we have now. First of all, our base is due for some major expansion. I want our final base to have wood platforms because let's face it, cobblestone is incredibly ugly by itself, but for now, this is all we can afford. Our current economic status is very poor. That's the only way I can describe it. But hey, our island is growing at a pretty rapid pace so far. First of all, let's get the cobble generator moved, and then we can collect all of the very valuable dirt from our island. It is very hard to get more dirt in Skyblock, so we've got to make the most of this stuff. Unfortunately, some of the blocks on the last layer are gonna fall into the void. We've got to set up our tree farm a reasonable distance away from the cobblestone generator. We can't have all of our valuable wood being burnt down. No, no, no. That would be rather bad. We can also make the world's worst, and I really do mean the worst, wheat farm of all time. Wow. What a display of incredible farming. We can start growing glowberries though, which is quite nice. I've also realized we can get to the shipwreck a lot quicker than I thought. I thought we were going to have to devise some elaborate scheme to get down there, but no, we've got some water. We can just use that. I don't really love that the bridge to it is 1 block thick. We could very easily fall off here, but we're just going to have to not think about that. Even though I just brought the subject up, which is completely counterintuitive. Anyway, let's descend onto this shipwreck. I can also see a jungle island over in the distance. That could be really good for getting extra wood, since then we can grow the giant jungle trees and get tons and tons of logs. Ahoy there! There's no one on here. Hey, but there are some dark oak logs. We'll grab these. Plus, we have got 2 chests. That's really good. Oh, well, one of them's a buried treasure map, and I doubt that's gonna work considering we're in the void. We've also got paper and feathers. Yay. All right, chest. That last one was a stinker, so you're gonna have to put in some overtime here. Please have something good. That's really not very good at all. I was really hoping to get some iron there. Oh, wait, there's a 3rd chest. Come on, please. We need something good. We're 0-2 for good chests right now. Finally. Thank you. Emeralds, lapis, and iron. That's exactly what I wanted. Plus, we got 9 iron nuggets, which means we can make ourselves another iron ingot. All right, things are slightly looking up now. I'm happy. I'm not quite sure what we should spend our 3 iron ingots on though. I mean, an iron pickaxe would be really useful, but so would an iron axe. I'm also realizing the food situation has the potential to get really bad really quickly. I've collected what should be enough wood for now, so let's swim back up. Also, because of the way the game works, this is technically being treated as an ocean biome, which means squids have been spawning in our waterfall, and I've actually got 3 ink sacs so far. Imagine being a squid and you're ready to spawn into your new ocean life, and then you just plummet straight into the void. Oh no. no, and our base is being overrun already. Thankfully, there's no skeletons, though. Those are definitely the most deadly to us right now. All right, let's take it easy, fellas. Can you please not knock us off? That would kind of suck. No, what am I doing? Hey, to be fair, I did get rid of them. It may have been by placing a defensive crafting table, quite possibly the worst thing I could have done, but it worked. Despite what I said earlier, the treasure map is giving us an X marks the spot. We're starting to starve, and I also don't have anything better to do, so let's go check it out. A zombie has also spawned. That's really useful. We could eat his flesh. This is kind of disgusting, but it's going to keep us alive. POV, you just ate a Taco Bell. The map says we're pretty much on the X now, so this is our best bet. I know that the chest isn't visible, but that's because the game counts them as entities, so they don't get rendered until you get closer. Let's see if this map was lying to us or not. We've reached the very bottom of the waterfall, and there's no sign of this thing. You have lied, treasure map. You have lied! Oh well, at least I got more monsters to spawn on our island. We gotta be careful they don't knock us off here. Oh no, that skeleton's mad. That's not good. No, 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 no. We've got a wall up, so that should keep us safe. And now all we gotta do is camp out until the sun comes up and burns him to ashes. I'm playing the long game here, mate. You may have won the battle, but you haven't won the war. How does it feel? Yes, you must burn. Burn! Right, we've got some more yummy zombie flesh now, plus a bone. We can also get a bit more wood. But instead of turning these logs into planks, let's actually smoke them into charcoal. That way we'll be able to craft some torches and keep these bridges from becoming monster disaster zones. Although I've just realized, instead of being a smooth-brained moron, I should have just built the bridges one slab higher. Then mobs can't spawn on them. As time goes on, we're getting hungrier and weaker, so decisive action needs to be taken. Let's go to the jungle island and pray that it has melons for us to eat. I can just about see a melon block on it, but look how far away it is. If only we'd started with oak saplings instead of acacia, then the trees would have dropped apples. Let's bridge out in the direction of the jungle island and see if we can find anything else along the way. If I let go of the sneak key right now, I'm gonna plummet straight to my demise. I can see a few more things now. There's a mangrove swamp, which could well contain water. There's also a glowberry thing over there, which has more food for us. And there's also a desert thing. As long as we can get there before we starve, everything will be okay. It's a pretty big if, though. We actually don't have nearly enough slabs to reach any of these islands, so we're gonna have to make the trek back home. With any luck, there'll be a fresh pack of zombies waiting for us, and we can grab some extra rotten flesh. I'm not even sprint jumping right now. The situation is rather dire. We've only got 4 out of 10 hunger points left. Please, not like this. I can't even sprint anymore, man. Let's use some water to swim down, because that seems to make a bunch of monsters spawn usually. There's now a skeleton, but he's gotten into the water thing, so he's just going to be completely useless. We've only got 4 hearts left, too. We'll craft up a shield, because at least then we can defend against any arrows. We can also get some bone meal using the 1 bone that we have, and then hopefully we can bone meal this. Yes, we can. Okay, it's not over. It's not quite over yet. We need to plant glowberries way higher up, because that's going to make the stalk a lot longer and give us way more chances for more glowberries to grow. Let's also see if we can get some more monsters to spawn. There is a whole load of monsters, but that's way too many skeletons for us to take on at once. Wait, but that's actually perfect, because if we just wait till morning, they'll all burn, and then we have a chance to get more bone meal. Of course, that does leave 5 creepers for us to deal with, but that's the price we're going to have to pay. Why are there more creepers spawning? There's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 creepers on this tiny island. We have also got a spider, which is useful. That can have string, plus a zombie, which could give us rotten flesh. Come on, Daylight, work your magic. Wait, no, they're gonna have shelter because of the trees. I didn't think about that. This has just turned from a little bit bad to very bad. We could swim down and despawn them all, but there is way too many valuable resources at stake. We're just gonna have to risk it and try and draw them all out. Come here, come get us. At least this way we can get rid of some of the creepers early on. We don't even have to fight them. We can just mine out these platforms right here. Goodbye. Don't ever come back. We've got 4 hearts and we need to take out 3 skeletons. This is not good. Right, come on, come here. We've got to block all of their shots. Oh, that arrow just missed us. They've taken loads of fire damage, but they have retreated back under the trees now. Okay, one of them died, and I just saw one of them despawn. So there's only 1 left now. Plus, we've also got some creeper friends on the other side of these blocks. That's fine. We can show them where the back door is, or I suppose the bottom door, if you want to be specific. The spiders should also be friendly now that it's daytime. Yes, they are. All we need to do now is block his shots. We don't even need to fight back. The sun is going to do its work. Yes! And no bones have dropped. Yes! Hey, we might as well kill these spiders for string because we could potentially make a fishing rod. We've got 1 string so far. Please drop 2. That would be absolutely amazing right now. No. All we have to show for all of this is 2 arrows and 1 string, man. The most important thing is, though, we're still alive. Let's get back to collecting cobblestone for our bridge. You are starting to annoy me with your constant intergalactic noises, so I'm going to mine a hole for you to fall through as well. Get off the island and don't come back. I've also just come up with a 200, no, 2000 IQ move to stop us losing hunger. We shall travel in a boat. Yes, it is painfully slow, but this is going to prevent us from using up any hunger as we row our way along our bridge. Hey, listen, desperate times call for desperate measures. It is so slow, but if this is what I got to do to avoid starving to death, I will do it. I'll see you guys in about 5 years when I finally get to the end of the bridge. Night has fallen and we're just now getting to the end. But hey, we didn't lose any hunger. I don't know if the mangrove island is going to contain any water, but we could put all of the roots from the tree into a composter and that would make bone meal for us. So on that basis, let's head there first. I may actually rush defeating the Ender Dragon in order to get an elytra as quickly as possible because my word, this bridging is painful. We are really close now. Just a few more slabs and this mangrove island is under our control. The bridge is so long now you can't even see the end. There's water here. We've got infinite water now. This is amazing. I'm gonna spend the night harvesting these roots so that we can compost them. And we might as well grab the logs too. We shall now row home, our adventure yielding the finest of treasures. I suppose this is a good moment to say that if you're enjoying this video, you should subscribe. Look, the button even lights up when I say subscribe. See? Subscribe. Also, even if you think you're subscribed already, double check because there's a weird glitch on YouTube right now where people get randomly unsubscribed, so you might think you're subscribed when you're actually not. We're nearly back now. Home sweet home. Let's first whip up a composter, and then we can start making bone meal. Okay, well, we only got 1, but still, that's better than none. We can then use our bone meal to get 1 glowberry. We can now go ahead and set up our infinite water source. And now that we have infinite water, we can start growing crops much faster. We'll build a nicer looking base later, but for now, we just gotta focus on practicality. I proudly present our new farm. You may notice there's a hole in it. That's because I ran out of dirt and I don't have enough to spare on it. We gotta save some in order to upgrade the tree farm. Now that we've got an infinite water source, we can set up a mob grinder and start getting as many skeletons, zombies, creepers, and spiders as we possibly can. It is gonna require a lot of blocks though, so it's probably gonna take us a few days to achieve. Our current base is definitely starting to come together. It's not exactly magnificent, but it does the job. Once again, I'm gonna mine cobblestone all night, so I'll see you guys in the morning. I began mining cobblestone, but very quickly, an entire pack of phantoms spawned on me, and I was forced to spend the night hiding in a pathetic cobblestone box. Thankfully, all those phantoms are burned to death, but as you can see, we only have 2.5 hearts now. At this point, a minor fall would kill us. I'd like to point out, not a single glowberry has grown yet. It's always been from us bone mealing these stalks. I don't really want to do this, but our best bet is to craft a pair of shears and then collect leaves and turn them into bone meal. We're so low in both health and hunger that we can't be taking any chances. It takes a ridiculous amount of leaves just to get 1 bone meal. I feel like this should get tweaked. At least we can get a few more glowberries now, and then we'll use the last bit of bone meal on our crops. Progress is incredibly painful and slow, but it is progress. Let's grab more leaves. Even just collecting some tree leaves feels scary now that we only have 2.5 hearts. You don't realize how much you take for granted in regular Minecraft until you play something like Skyblock. Wood is hard to come by, food is hard to come by, land is non-existent. It's all just difficult. Everything is difficult. It takes on average 20 plus leaves just to get 1 bone meal. That is such a scam. No wonder villagers love composters so much. They also love to scam people. We've got a very nice glowberry harvest though. We can finally regenerate again. Oh my days. And after all of that, we've gone from 2.5 hearts to 4. I'm actually going to convert this area here into a mob spawning platform and hope that we can get some spiders overnight, because all we need is 2 more string for a fishing rod, and then we've finally got an infinite and actually high quality source of food. It will still be time consuming to collect the fish, which is why our end game is to have loads of farms, but for now it will be a lot better than putting leaves into the composter for bone meal and then getting 1 glowberry at a time. I'm also hoping we don't get too many creepers. I can't even sprint because I have to conserve our hunger. This is the worst. The phantoms are going to come try and bite my toes off, so I'm going to hide in this box for now. I'll see you guys in the morning. The sun is rising and oh, that is a lot of mobs and a chicken. I was expecting quite a few, but not that many. We'll let all of the dangerous ones burn to death first. And now for the more difficult part. We've got to somehow kill all of the creepers without them exploding. Oh, hold on. They're pushing each other off. That's perfect. Let's just sneakily remove that slab. There we go. 2 left. No, 3. Come on. There's another one. There's one more now. Come on. No, he just about dodged that. Get off the platform. There we go. I believe if we only attack one spider, the others don't join in. That's good. We don't have a lot of space here, so we got to be careful. We can also eat some rotten flesh to heal up again. I mean, spiders are some of the easiest mobs in this game to kill, so I really do not want to die to one. We're on 4.5 hearts. That is the most health we've had in such a long time. I'm just going to knock this guy off. And this is the last spider right here. We are also left with this chicken, but because he spawned with a zombie riding him, he's a unique chicken. These chickens don't lay eggs, and they also despawn like other hostile mobs, but crucially, they can breed with other chickens, including other zombie chicken jockey chickens. So if we put this fella in a boat, that's going to prevent him from despawning, and if we get another one, we could breed the two together. Let's quickly grab some seeds from our farm. Come here, KFC. Come here. Just a little bit closer. Nope, you've got stuck in the pond. There you go. Keep coming. Right. Now he is our prisoner. We also got 5 bones from that. That's amazing. More importantly, let's craft up our fishing rod. And it only takes 2 string, not 3. I'm not sure how I messed that up. This is going to be amazing. Our very first fish. I actually don't know if this pool is deep enough, but I'm going to pray. Yes! Suddenly, from this random pool that's made of solid stone, fish are possible to catch in it. It's the equivalent of finding a random puddle in the back of an abandoned factory and then somehow being able to find many different species of fish in it. I'm not complaining though. It's the first good bit of food we've been able to eat. So far, we've been living off of rotten flesh and glowberries. Hardly a nutritious diet. We can even craft up a smoker so that we can get this stuff cooked faster. We better cook up some more charcoal too. We've got real food that actually heals us. Thank the Lord. We're up to 8.5 hearts now. Getting back up to full health in this game should not have been this much of a struggle. We'll build up our food stocks first, and then I think some adventuring is in order. And also building that mob spawner, I haven't forgotten. I really do not enjoy getting harassed by phantoms at night while I'm trying to work on the base, so I'm going to build a temporary shelter around both the cobblestone generator and our fishing pool. That way I can continue collecting resources even while those stupid flying demons are trying to ruin my life. Seriously, if we could have a vote to delete one mob from the game, I guarantee it would be Phantom that would get removed. It would either be the Phantoms or the Glow Squid, but the thing is with the Glow Squid, at least it doesn't make a noise that makes me want to throw my headset across the room whenever I hear it. Look at the chicken trying to flap his wings to escape the boat. You're going nowhere. Your future is to make a whole line of chickens that I will fry and enjoy. Don't flee. It's pointless. Your future family is going to taste so nice with some sauces and seasoning. The Phantoms have not spawned yet, so we've got a bit of time. This definitely isn't going to be the prettiest thing in the world, but that's not its job. We'll go ahead and add in some windows. We're probably going to be spending a fair bit of time in here, so we might as well make it look nice. I'm surprised the Phantoms haven't shown up yet, but now that I've said that, they probably will. It looks like the mob spawning platform is working incredibly well as per usual. We have not got another chicken jockey yet, though, unfortunately. Oh no, I hear burning. That's not good. No! I don't know why I've decided to complicate things with this really nice roof. I should have just put a boring basic slab roof on the top. At least we get to watch all the monsters burn from up here. We still have not got a single glowberry. Am I just a terrible gardener or something? Did I forget to put the right fertilizer on our glowberries? Steal a single block of dirt from this farm and I will hunt you and your entire family for the rest of your lives. In fact, I'm just gonna do this. Okay, that I meant to break the block, but that works too. I mean, I was talking all tough there, but realistically, we would probably lose a fight to an Enderman right now. We have no armor and a stone axe. We gotta go ahead and get rid of these creepers. No, don't explode, please. Get off the island. I don't want you. Now that we've got food, I'm a lot more confident we're taking on these spiders. This should be a walk in the park. It's really annoying when they spawn on the edges, though, because there's no way to actually fight them, because as soon as we do this, they fall off. What did the spider say to the Minecrafter? I don't know. I hadn't actually thought of the joke. Anyway, back to work. We've got more bone meal now, too. Things are looking up for us. We can even craft our very first loaf of bread. Feels weird that this is a monumental accomplishment, but I'm proud of it. If only the haters could see me now with my one loaf of bread. Oh, they'd be sorry if they saw this. Also, our very first building is now done. I know it's got fences for windows and it's a mix of red and orange wood, which is pretty unholy, but it's something. We're now fully protected when we mine cobble cobblestone and gather food. Also, for any of you worried that the lava is going to burn the place down, it can only ignite blocks in a 3x3 above it. So because all of this is occupied by cobblestone, we're completely fine. Hopefully we don't have to make an embarrassing comedic cut to when this whole building's on fire. That would be quite bad. Let's shore up our supplies, and then once we're ready, we'll head out to grab the Jungle Island resources and see what else this world can offer us. I'm also going to make a minor expansion to the tree farm. See, I'm very glad we built this shelter. The phantoms have come back out for the night. Too bad for them, they can't get us in here. We now have almost 3 stacks of cobblestone, which is going to make us a ridiculous amount of slabs. We do, of course, have to do our daily cleanup of creepers with a creeper cleanup crew. That sounds pretty satisfying to say. Please don't explode. I'm not very good at my job. And then we shall become the spider slaying service. Stop spawning on the edge. It's annoying. One of those has got a potion effect, so I do not want to mess with that. We're slowly collecting enough string in order to make wool for a bed. Those phantoms will finally start leaving us alone. Since we have an actual source of food now, we can finally sprint jump again. I never thought I'd see the day where sprinting was exciting. We earned this. We had to work for this. Bridging over to the Jungle Island also has the positive effect of putting us really close to the trial chamber. We're still not nearly strong enough to go in it yet, but the time will soon come, I promise you. This whole trip has been a day-long affair, but we have finally made it to the Jungle Island. The melon block that I stared at longingly from afar. It is finally ours. We are also going to get cocoa beans from this, which we could use to make cookies, but those are such a terrible source of food. We'll grab all of the saplings that we can from the leaves. Wait, look over there. That is the most cursed thing I have ever seen. It's an ocean monument, but the pillars have generated so far down. What am I looking at? That is too much pillar for that much ocean monument. At least we know where to go if we ever want Prismarine. Oh no, I forgot about you guys. Die, you stupid blue flying thing. We've got 4 jungle saplings now, which means we can grow a full-size jungle tree if we desire. And of course, there's more of these guys spawning. When it comes to the question of the worst mob in the game, I genuinely don't know how anyone can answer anything that isn't the word phantom. I know a lot of people aren't a big fan of the Vex, but at least they provide a good challenge, and they only appear if you try and fight them. These things just spawn whether you like it or not. Let's quickly grab the extra dirt from this island. Oh, I hate phantoms. I hate phantoms. I hate phantoms. I would really love an elytra. This takes so long every single time we want to get back home. We're out of food again, so it's going to be another night of fishing and collecting cobblestone. I just got a piece of leather from fishing. Really? Leather? So far, I've gotten 1 useful fish, a piece of leather, and a puffer fish. 2 out of 3 of these things are inedible. Right, it's time for the daily creeper cleanup. We've only got 2 spiders this time, not the best odds, but we do now have all the string that we need. Wait, never mind, I can't count. No, we don't. Now that we've got the seeds, we can set up a very small little melon area in our farm. And let's also clean this area up and replace these acacia planks with cobblestone slabs. After all this time, we finally have 1 glowberry that's grown on its own. No, get rid of it all. I don't want these anymore. They're useless. Let's bone meal a few of these melon stalks so that we can start getting melons quicker. And it looks like I'm due to spend the rest of the day chopping acacia wood. And then, to the surprise of absolutely no one, it's time for more fishing and more cobblestone mining. Wow, today's mob turnout is sad. A skeleton that's just burnt to death in pain, a random creeper, and 1 spider. Goodbye, you 4-legged walking explosive device. And now we shall take care of the 8-legged arachnid. Wait, don't all arachnids have 8 legs? That's whatever. One of the melons has grown. That's very nice. That means we can now finish the melon section. And we can also add an acacia fence to the farm just for aesthetic purposes. I feel like I say the word aesthetic weirdly. I don't know if that's just me. We're also going to add a jungle sapling area to our tree farm. We've done a lot of exploring in that direction, so now let's switch it up and go this way. I have no idea what awaits us, but I'm hoping it's good. That would be nice. Also, I'm going to have to keep an eye on the sun because I really do not want to risk getting attacked by phantoms as we make our way back. That could very easily turn ugly very, very quickly. The best case scenario would be us finding either a village or a stronghold. Those are the best structures. Oh, or an ancient city. I feel like when I've seen other people's videos on this map, they always get some amazing structures nearby, like, oh yep, there's my ancient city and my village and a bunch of islands, whereas I've got grass and boat. Well, I'll make it work. So far, there's absolutely nothing this way, which is slightly concerning. I can now see an ocean ruin as well as an amethyst geode. Stunning stuff. I believe there's also another trial chamber over there. Yep, that's definitely another trial chamber. I really don't want to run all the way back home, so I'm just going to camp out in this box for the night. Ah, glorious daylight. There's not really much else to do apart from to continue bridging forward. And so that was all I did for the rest of the day. I bridged. And what was the reward for my efforts? Absolutely nothing. And we now have to run all the way back home. This almost feels like a liminal space or something in a dream, to be honest. It's this endless wooden bridge in a blue sky. There's pretty much nothing else. If you're watching this because you're sleep deprived, first of all, get a better sleep schedule. And second of all, maybe you'll have some cool dreams about this place. I mean, come on. This has to be giving you liminal space vibes, right? We're a bit short on cobblestone again, so I'm going to collect some more. Even though that trip didn't amount to much, we did at least find another trial chamber, so it wasn't a total dud. Now we've got to focus on collecting all of the logs we need to build our monster grinder. I may or may not have tripped and fallen off the top of the tree, don't worry about it. Right now we're technically in an acacia biome, which makes these jungle leaves look so sickly and diseased. They're nowhere near the vibrant green that they usually look like. As you might expect, it's going to be another night of, you guessed it, fishing and mining cobblestone. Also, there is a whole load of mobs on the platform, so we should be able to make a bed tomorrow. At least I hope that's the case, because I am sick to death of phantoms. Daylight is upon us. That's all the flammable mobs out of the way, so now we'll deal with the explosive ones. And then finally, we have the 8-legged ones. At long last, we can finally make the final piece of wool and craft ourselves a bed. We're also going to dye it red, because that is the best bed color. We'll never have to deal with a phantom ever again. What? Why is there a creeper in the tree? This game is actually going to give me a heart attack. There must have been one exposed jungle log that he was able to spawn on, because mobs can't spawn on leaves. Someone should be sued for that. That is outrageous. We'll build our mob grinder right here. Besides all of the general mob drops and XP, we could also get armor from the killed mobs, which would give us some extra protection. It would just be leather, chainmail, and gold mostly, but hey, that's better than nothing. That's what we have right now. Plus, that would give us a shot at surviving the trial chambers. Those are one of the key areas that we'll need for progression, because we'll be able to find golden apples in them, and we could use those to cure villagers and get loads and loads of useful trades. I may need to slightly rework the tree farm because I've built the mob spawner slightly too close. A mob grinder is a key part of advancing through Skyblock, because it's going to provide bones, gunpowder, string, and an insane amount of XP. I thought I was going to have some jungle wood left over after this, but it took up our whole supply. The mob grinder is now complete, so let's take out the torches and pray that it works. I better sort out this platform over here, or these mobs are going to start taking up the spawns. These skeletons are shooting at each other point blank, and they can't even hit each other. They're so useless. Gotta be careful here. There are 2 aggressive spiders. Get out of here. Oh, things are appearing in our mob spawner. I'm gonna make a stone sword so that we can swipe at them and kill them all at once. Look at this. We've got XP, we've got bones, we've got gunpowder. Unfortunately, we don't have any iron to make hoppers, so we're gonna have to pick everything up by hand for now. We'll also have a double chest set up to put all of the drops in. We've already got a bow from one of the skeletons too. This also technically gives us both unlimited wood and unlimited food, because we've now got basically infinite bone meal. Things are definitely looking up now. We have now got a witch, and that is very interesting. We could make use of her. Essentially, what we can do is we can trick her into throwing a weakness potion at us, and then we can use that to cure a zombie villager. The only thing is, we don't have any armor right now, so we would probably die to a couple of harming potions from her, so we'll do that later. Oh, she gave us some redstone though, and we even got an iron ingot from one of the zombies. This farm is going to be absolutely amazing. Come on, drop us some armor, mobs. Look at that, there's some chainmail boots there. Those are my chainmail boots. Yes, some actual armor in this world. This is without question the greatest day in this entire world. While we wait for more mobs to spawn, let's set about moving where we plant the jungle trees. I'm sure it's written down somewhere that when you're making a tree farm, don't then put a gigantic mob spawner directly above where you want the trees to grow. We've got loads and loads of mobs in this thing already. And we've also just acquired a potato. No! What the? Oh my... Oh, let's block that up right away. We nearly just lost the entire world. If you're wondering what happened there, it was because I was crouched down picking up all the monster drops and a creeper just barely managed to spot me and ignite. I can't get over that. This whole world was nearly lost in about 3 seconds. Everything we have worked for up to this point was just nearly Thanos snapped out of existence. That is just insane. Wait, if we didn't have these chainmail boots, we probably would have died there. That is actually ridiculous to think about. Let's get rid of the dirt plug that I placed in. And now we're back to killing everything like normal. Please never do that to me again, game. Getting golden apples from the trial chambers is absolutely our next objective because that is going to propel us into the next technological revolution. For all their faults, villagers really are going to be incredibly useful. Also, we have a gold helmet now. Nice. Going back to the villagers, they'll be useful not even just for trading, but for making an iron farm with. And once we have infinite renewable iron, that opens up a lot of possibilities. Once we have unlimited iron, we can make unlimited hoppers, and with unlimited hoppers, we can make a way better cobblestone generator. This one is awful. It's way too slow. Sometimes the cobblestone goes into the lava, and also it's just a health risk. Sometimes we might end up actually getting hit by the lava. I definitely don't want to get charred to a crisp, but I most definitely don't want to get charred to a crisp by something that I built. That's just embarrassing. Anyway, check out our new and improved jungle tree farming area. We've got another iron ingot in the collection now. I also keep forgetting to plant our new potatoes. This hole in the farm has been really bugging me, so let's go and get the dirt needed to fill it. Very soon now, we are going to be in there. I'm obviously not going to fight fairly. There's no way that we'll survive if we do. We're going to have to use some very cheesy techniques. But it's not a combat trial chamber. It's just a trial chamber. It could be a trial for cunning, for intelligence, for wit. I can't believe I'm running all the way out here for a solid 5 pieces of dirt. Whew, at least we're getting some good cardio in. Every single one of these dirt blocks is sacred. The mud blocks, not so much. I've just had a brainwave, actually. We need those ocean ruins that I made fun of earlier. As we know, getting dirt is really difficult right now. But if we combine it with the gravel from the ocean ruins, we can make it into 4 coarse dirt. And then we can till that to effectively turn it into 4 regular dirt. Our mob spawner has also provided us with a leather chest plate. I do want to go and grab the gravel from the ocean ruins area, but first, now that we've got some okay-ish armor, I think it's time we take on a trial chamber. Thanks to the mob grinder, we do at least have a ton of arrows to work with, so that should make beating the trial chamber a lot easier. Off we go. The trial chamber's actually spawned on a slime chunk. That could be really useful if we need unlimited slime later. We'll use our water to get down, and now let's see what's waiting for us inside. There's a whole load of spawners that have started spinning up already. Looks like we got a load of zombies and a few skeletons. The way that trial chambers work is that you have to defeat a set number of mobs and then the spawners will turn off. In essence, it is a trial. It looks like the zombies are also participating in the trial for us. That's very nice. We do still have to be careful here because despite our new armor, we will still die in only a couple of hits. Yep, see, we're taking 2.5 hearts from skeletons right now. That is not ideal. I'm cheesing this area and I'm somehow still nearly dying. How is that possible? There we go. The skeleton spawn has turned off and it's rewarded us with some bread. We should be reaching the last of the zombies soon too. Right, there we go. All of the monsters are dead and we've actually been given a trial key. Oh no, but there's another spawner here. That's not ideal. Getting the trial key is really good luck though. You see, there's a block inside this area called the vault and that's going to give us way better loot, and the only way to access the loot is with the trial key. I thought these 3 spawners were the only ones in this room, but it turns out there is a whole lot more. That right there is a spawner for the new mob, the Breeze. I was trying to take it out with our bow, but it reflects the arrows back. I don't actually know how much damage this guy can do to us, so I'm gonna have to be careful. He keeps trying to throw us everywhere with his wind charges. Stop running. And he's just run away to a different floor. Great. There's a free bucket in this dispenser. Thank you very much. We've got snowballs here, as well as, is that the vault? I think it is. This is my first time in a trial chamber, but I'm pretty sure we have to clear each floor before we're allowed to open this thing. The key is currently having absolutely zero effect. Yeah, there's another spawner here too. We've got a bunch of skeletons. We're gonna have to make sure this doesn't turn ugly. Oh, our shield's broken. That's not good. That is not good at all. I'm actually gonna have to go all the way back home in order to craft a new one. Bear with me 1 second. I really don't want to run all the way back along there, so I'm just gonna cut across. Right, there's our new shield. And we now gotta go all the way back. Come on now, let's do this. All the monsters keep falling down into these holes. I don't really like how I'm down here now. I seem to be taking a lot of damage. Trial chambers are so hard when you have armor that has the defensive capabilities of a sheet of paper. That's the Breeze dead. We've got yet another another vault, which is... Oh, it's going to accept our key. It gave us a diamond, but we're getting attacked. No, 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 no. We got some poison-tipped arrows, a diamond, and some golden carrots. This place is definitely a challenge, but I know we can do it. There's actually tons of vaults down here. We've also got a chest hidden behind this copper railing with absolutely nothing. Lovely. Let's head down to the next level. I think this might be the central room right here. That there is a cave spider spawner, so we will keep our distance. No climbing up allowed. Please stay down there. No. We got another troll key. Let's go. I'm stuck in a cobweb and there's a spawner. Oh, it's just a zombie one. That's fine. Let's be careful we don't get swarmed here. Our next reward is some more baked potatoes. We've also got to make sure we smash all the pots we can find because they have loot in them. They have a very rare chance to contain a diamond block, so I would love if we could get one of those. Iron ingots, yes please. Let's head back up and use our next trial key. Come on, Vault, what have you got for us? Honey bottle, more honey bottles, and an iron chest plate. Nice. It's also fire prot 1, which is a nice bonus. This place is like a maze. Someone should make a mod for the trial chambers where it's just pots on every single available block. They're so fun to break. And we're getting loads of iron ingots too. We're up to 7 iron now. That is huge. We got an emerald block too. My frame rate is starting to die because I think there's a ton of monsters that are being spawned below us. We might as well head down and see what's going on. What is this? We've got more food. That's lovely. Let's actually grab these beds because wool isn't the easiest thing to get right now. So if we get villagers, those will be useful. I can hear all the monsters through here. We need to kill them, not just because this is a trial chamber, but also because I want my frames back. Hello? Oh, there you are. Why are there so many here? Wait, hold on a second. I think I know what's going on here. This isn't part of the trial chamber. It's just an outside area. And because it's nighttime, a million monsters are spawning. No matter how many of these guys we kill, more are just gonna spawn immediately. No thanks. I've slept, so with any luck, they should start burning up and freeing up some frames. I actually don't know where we are anymore, but I'm just gonna keep heading through the chamber. I just heard one of our armor pieces break, which is not ideal. Put that brick down. This is not some kind of pub fight. Yeah, Gary, I'm gonna whack him with a brick, I will. Get out of here. You're all bums. Ah, we got bread instead of a key. Oh, we've profited an iron axe from this barrel. That's lovely. What? There's an efficiency 5 iron axe just lying here? Don't mind if we do. I've also just realized we picked up an unbreaking 1 bow. We've got a chest here, but I don't know if it'll be empty or... Yep, it was empty. This should be pretty easy. This is just like the mob grinder at home. We've got another rather big room here. That does mean a higher likelihood of getting a trial key, though. We can axe crit all of these zombies. Put that sword down, young man. He thinks he can challenge me with a sword? Ha! I'm British. What a moron. Come here, you little goober. The breezes are just funny to me. They're not even that dangerous. They just push you around. Get out of here. Stop throwing me around. Calm down. Probably me that should calm down. His brothers come to avenge him. Can you imagine being this dispenser right here? I would be so mad if this happened to me. Yes, another trial key. And another trial key here. Okay, starting to take a fair bit of damage here. We gotta be careful. You get an axe crit. And you get an axe crit. And you get one again. Don't worry, I am conserving the efficiency 5 iron axe. We've got another one of these vaults. Let's see if it'll accept the key. No, there's definitely something I'm doing wrong there, but I'm not sure what. I believe this is the last skeleton of the floor, so now that all the spawners are gone, let's try that vault again. Oh, and we've got another trial key. That's perfect. Can I have some items, please? No. I don't understand what's so special about this vault. Oh, well, that's fine. There is a normal one down here. We've got iron, lovely, and some extra emeralds, and an enchanted book. Please don't be something terrible. Mending! Mending! Yes! These trial chambers are so good. And they're also full of vaults, which I love. We've got a trident, some emeralds, some arrows. That's it for this one. In any other world, a trident would be really good. But since this is Skyblock, as soon as we miss with it, it's just going to sail into the void. Let's grab the loot from this vault too. More iron, a bow, and that's it, really? It is a power 2 bow. That's not too bad. Looks like there's another trial key here that I missed. I've just done an online investigation, and I've figured out why we can't open these. This is a higher value version of the vault known as the Ominous Vault. These require an ominous key, as you can see by the blue bit at the bottom, and to get ominous keys, you need to take on a trial chamber with the bad omen effect active. The actual trials themselves will be harder, but you have a chance of getting much better loot. For now, let's continue clearing the regular version of the trial chamber. Oh, cave spiders. No, 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 no. We're gonna replace this with a slab like that, and I was gonna bow spam them, but they're all climbing on the ceiling where I can't reach them. I guess we've just got to bite the bullet and take them on normally. Stop hiding! Our bow actually one-shots them, which is really... Okay, wow. I take back what I just said. Despite the fact we're poisoned, this isn't going too badly. I think they're scared of us. They're all just cowering in the corners. Very nice. We got some KFC for clearing that one. And another key. I don't understand why there's all these chests that have nothing in them. We've got a vault here that we can open. Please, diamonds. Ah. To be fair, a backup shield isn't too bad. We've got another ominous vault right here that we can't open. And a normal vault right here. Golden apple. Yes. And another enchanted book. And it's mending again. We've got another key right there. It's actually kind of crazy how this place has exactly what we've been looking for. This is going to be pretty difficult, but I'm setting a like goal of 4 likes for this video. I think we can just about do it. If I like my own video, you like the video, and then maybe I get my mum and my dog to like it, then we can just barely do it. There's another chest that I didn't check, but I assume... Oh, it actually did have some stuff in it. We've got some of the new wind charges, which are pretty cool, but not that useful. You can use them to launch yourself upwards. We've got another chest with more iron. That's lovely. Let's also combine this shield with our other shield to repair it fully. This place just keeps going on and on and on, but I love it. There's a lot of skeletons in this room, though. I don't like that. Wait, this whole room's full of powdered snow, too. We're taking a fair bit of damage here. That's one spawner down. We can also crack open a vault. Ooh, great loot from this one. We've got an ominous bottle, which gives us bad omen, which means we could take on that second trial chamber and get a bunch of ominous keys. And that will allow us to get some really good loot. All the skeletons have become strays because they've fallen into the snow, which is quite a bit of a problem. Actually, no, they're all stuck in place, so this is actually quite simple. We've got a chest with nothing again, and even more skeletons to deal with. This is actually not what I want, to be honest. I thought we killed off all of you guys. Why is there more of you? Oh, brilliant. The next batch of skeletons is here. That's why there's a bunch more strays. I really don't like this. We keep getting low. I believe we can drink these honey bottles to restore our hunger. Yeah, we can. It's taking so long to get rid of all these skeletons. Slowly but surely, we are getting there, though. Oh, yes, please. We've got another key. All the skeletons are down now, and all the chests have nothing in them again. Let's go ahead and retrace our steps now. I think we may have gone through all the rooms. Also, this place has so many cool blocks, like all of this oxidized copper, that we will absolutely be back to ransack it. I can't remember how long it is, but after a while, the spawners do become active again, as you can see by the fact we're getting swarmed by zombies. And the cave spiders. No, not the cave spiders, please. No, not what I want. Not what I want. Unfortunately for us, the vaults themselves do not regenerate, so while the spawners can give us infinite loot, the vaults cannot. It looks like there's one more area back here that we haven't explored. We've got a bunch of wooden axes and another wooden axe. Any vaults hiding away up here? Yes! In goes the key. We've got a music disc, some arrows, another mending book, I presume. Oh no, Riptide 2. Okay. There's also a downstairs bit. I think if this structure spawned in a normal Minecraft world, this would be the entrance. It certainly seems that way. Well, there we go. We have successfully cleared a trial chamber. Let's head back home and start depositing all of our loot. Why did I decide to go out here at night? That was not a good plan. And now the spiders are going to climb up. Go away. Oh, we're just going to have to fight them off. For once in my life, I'm actually grateful to have a Bane of Arthropods item. I just want to leave. Go, 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 go. Block him off. And now why am I pillaring up when there's just a perfectly good water elevator right there? What is wrong with me? Hello, guys. Welcome to my Minecraft Slop channel. Today, we're going to be counting down the top 10 worst Minecraft players. Number 5 will surprise you. No, skeleton, can you not knock us out of the water stream, please? Let's take a look at the spoils of war. We've got 2 mending books and a Riptide book. A total of 52 emeralds, 2 diamonds, a trident, 5 breeze rods, an ominous bottle, 38 iron ingots, an efficiency 5 iron axe, a power 2 bow, and most importantly, a golden apple. I'm going to replenish our wood supplies, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to make a decision on how we should use all of this newfound iron. It's very valuable, so I do not want to be wasting it unnecessarily. There is actually a witch in the mob farm, so let's get her out of there. This is definitely going to be dangerous, so we're going to have to be careful. Get out of the mob area. Thank you. Go in the boat. Go in the boat. Go in the boat. Yes! Of course, now we have to actually move her, which is the part that's going to be incredibly annoying. Although I swear you can fishing rod boats, but that might only be in the Bedrock edition. Oh, it does work. It's just really, really slow. If you throw a harming potion at our chicken, I will throw you off the edge of the island. Oh boy, I love poison. Melons heal you so slowly as well. I'm just going to fish while I wait to regenerate. I'm going to mine some more cobblestone too, because we effectively need to build a platform, which is the designated witch zone. The witch zone can be this little area over here. Now for the fun part. Come here, Granny. Not the poison. No. You know what? I'm just gonna bite the bullet. Let's just row her there. Come on. We're so close. Don't throw any harming potions, please. She got us with more poison, but that's fine. We're now back to fishing so we can heal up again. All we have to do now is box her in and we should be good to go. Boom. There we go. The witch has been contained. We can now get rid of the block in the mob farm. There's so many of them. I've also made up my mind. The first thing we're going to spend our iron on is a good old-fashioned set of armor. We're going to need this if we want to survive an ominous trial chamber. The next thing we'll spend iron on is definitely an anvil so that we can immediately put a mending book on this glorious iron axe. I definitely like to build a proper house soon as well, but I haven't found the blocks that I want to use for it yet. I'm not sure why I spent so long fishing when we could just endlessly bone meal potatoes now. Oh yes, we are going to have so many baked potatoes now. Our efficiency 5 iron axe is almost broken already. Once we've chopped down this giant jungle tree, it'll be time for some more exploration because we've gone this way and we've gone that way and we sort of know what's over in that direction too because there's the ocean monument, but we haven't gone that way. So the next step is to figure out what's there. And then once we've done that, it'll be time to take on the next trial chamber. We've gone ahead and acquired an iron shovel from the mob farm. That's not bad. Right then, let's find out what's hiding out in this area. You know what I would absolutely love to find? An ancient city. Now I know you're thinking, Mosey, of course you want to find one of those. There's loads of good loot in them. But it's not the enchanted golden apples or other bits of treasure that interest me. It's the swift sneak enchantment. Since if we had that, we could bridge 1,000,000 times faster than this slow crawl that we have right now. It's not an ancient city, but we've already found a cherry grove island in the distance. I love that. There's just something about the cherry trees, man. They look so good. I had stacks upon stacks of slabs and I was determined to use all of them. I ended up running directly into a ruined portal. The chest was absolutely garbage, but the portal itself had multiple gold blocks, so I decided to craft an iron pickaxe in order to mine them all. I then used up the thousands of slabs that I had left, and I really do mean thousands. This took ages. These right here are our last 2 slabs. There they go. I didn't find the ancient city that I wanted, but there's still some decent structures out here. There's a trial chamber over there, a pillager outpost, and a ruined portal quite close. And if we head back this way, the other stuff that I found should come into view. There's yet another trial chamber, funnily enough, as well as a dark oak island off in the distance. And yeah, that's it. But finding 2 more trial chambers is a pretty good result. At least we've got a free iron sword in our mob grinder with 9 durability. I'm gonna go ahead and expand our base a little bit because before we go and take on the ominous trial chamber, I'd like to pay a visit to the Nether. Unfortunately, I've just realized I need to run all the way back to the ruined portal in order to grab an item. I did call this chest trash, but it actually does have a really useful item in it. Fire charges. These cursor binding leggings still suck though. You've probably pieced it together by now. We can use a fire charge to light our nether portal. There we go. Look at that. The nether is just like the overworld where it's only going to have some tiny little islands and floating structures. Oh, hold on. This complicates things. A zombie villager has just shown up. First things first, we need to plug the mob farm again. And now we've got to slowly kill everything one by one. I did also hit the zombie villager a few times, so he is definitely about 1 health. All right, perfect. He's the only one left. We need to get him in a boat first of all. No, 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 man. That's fine. We'll unplug the mob farm. Hey. No, really? One of the skeletons shot a creeper and he got so mad he blew up on the spot. Okay, yeah, this is going to be so annoying. Everything in the past 5 minutes has gone horribly, horribly wrong. I've also got Ed Sheeran stuck in my head right now. Shut up, Ed Sheeran. Right, let's see what the nether holds. We've got a warped forest island, a nether fortress, a soul sand valley just over there, and a bastion. Oh, and a crimson forest too. First of all, let's secure the area around the nether portal. The bastion's the most likely structure to have something that we want. For example, a diamond pickaxe, so that's where we're gonna go. I don't know what the spawn criteria for ghasts is. I know that they need blocks in order to appear, but I'm not sure if these slabs will count. Either way, we're gonna have to be on our guard. It's not every day that you're bridging through hell with the fear of a giant white hot air balloon launching fireballs at you. Oh, wait, I completely forgot. Because there's no blocks, every piglin available is just gonna spawn straight in the bastion. That right there is piglin Armageddon. The only saving grace is that there's a set amount of piglin brutes that spawn per bastion, or we would be completely cooked. Let's quickly whip up a piece of gold armor so that we don't have any trouble with the regular piglins. I would pick off all of the piglin brutes with our bow, but there's a load of crossbow piglins wandering around, and I really don't want to get sniped off. Although what we could do is just build a little backboard here, and then we should be good to go. There's a little child there, and he's about to get caught in the crossfire. Listen, I don't know why he's choosing to stand next to the most powerful enemies in the bastion. That just seems like a bad idea. There's one more piglin brute up there, but he's gone out of sight, so I'm not going to be able to shoot him. Let's build a little slab staircase up, and we have now arrived. The loot is directly below us. We've just got to figure out a way to access it without dying. Let's pick off the hoglins first, then we'll make our way down. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Please just die. Come on. No. Oh my god. That's why we've got to pick these guys off. They are a danger to society and our life. The remaining brute's gone down to one of the lower levels, so we should be able to grab all of this. We've got soul speed 3, pretty useless. What does the big chest have? Oh, no diamond pickaxe. That is a bit of a shame. We do have a piece of ancient debris, which isn't horrible, plus a bunch of bone blocks and a sword upgrade. So, you know what? I'll take it. Oh, wait, and 2 blocks of iron. That's really good, actually. I thought they were bone blocks because they're a similar color. That's where the brute went. Let's just kill him for good measure. Oh, no, 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 no. Not good. Not good. Not good. Loads of angry piglins. Loads and loads of angry piglins. Not really what I want. I used all of our blocks on bridging, so I've got to mine more. Right, that should be everyone taken care of, apart from this piglin child. We've got another block of iron, some nuggets, and this final chest has, please have a diamond pickaxe. Ah, we've got another ancient debris. We've got a golden helmet, some gold blocks, bone blocks. It's all right. There is another iron sword. I guess I'll take it. There's literally a piglin brute right there, but he can't get up, thankfully. And now he's made it up. Not good. Not what I want. No, 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 no. I'm going to take that as our cue to leave. There are a few chests scattered around in the bottom area there, but that is a death sentence. I'm not going anywhere near that. Honestly, a pretty good nether raiding session. We got plenty of iron, some extra gold, a few bits of debris. Although we're of course going to have to raid a second bastion if we want to get the remaining pieces of debris needed to make a netherite ingot. Thanks to the iron that we've got, we can now craft an anvil and slap mending on our efficiency 5 axe. There is an argument to be made for saving the mending books, but the thing is, sooner or later, we're going to have villagers that will sell us mending books, so we might as well use them now to get ahead. Then we can get our axe fixed up. Can I have another shot at getting a zombie villager, please? That would be very nice. We can finish off this field as well, which is quite nice, apart from this hole that I still haven't fixed. And as per usual, it's time to chop more wood. Let's clear out the mob spawner, and then we'll head over to take on the next trial chamber. I've probably complained at least 100 times about all the running that we have to do, but it's so annoying. Forget building a house. The next thing I'm going to build is a research institute so I can learn how to fly in Minecraft using my very own aeroplane, and then I'm going to build a landing strip, a control tower, a check-in area. I've had enough. Also, on a related note, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the prototype for double-decker seating in airplanes, but that is the absolute worst idea humanity has ever had since the broken McDonald's ice cream machines. There's also a ruined portal above the chamber, so let's check that out as well. I did forget to bring a water bucket, so we'll need to boat down instead. We've got another golden apple. That's really useful. Plus enough iron nuggets to make another ingot. And there's also 3 more gold blocks here for us to collect. There's the last one. It's hiding away back there. Let's boat off down to the trial chamber. I don't know if the ominous bottle is a potion or a splash potion. Okay, it's a potion. We now have the bad omen effect, so let's enter the chamber. There we go. You can see the spawners are blue, which means they'll be spawning the more difficult mobs. That's the new skeleton variant, the bogged. As you can see, they have poison arrows. We're going to need to be careful here. Let's use our bow to take out some of them on the lower levels. There's also potion effects spawning above us. I don't know what that's about. Let's keep sniping all of the skeletons. It seems like the potion effects are actually helpful rather than harmful. Okay, taking a fair bit of damage here. Die! Come on! We gotta keep firing on them. If we didn't have our new iron armor, we would absolutely be dead right now. The last skeletons are right here. Come on! I gotta keep running away in order to hide and heal up. No! Doesn't help. There's a million mobs out there now. This spawner gave us a potion of strength, which we will chug. There's so many skeletons up there. Even just the first floor is difficult to clear. Also, loads of the bog skeletons are wielding enchanted bows. Okay, this spawner is finally extinguished. There's more of them up there. Really? This game isn't fair. These ominous vaults better have some amazing loot. Do the chests have anything? Nope. We didn't get a single key from that. Just potions. We can at least grab a water bucket from this dispenser. Look at all these vaults that we can't open because we didn't get a single key. It looks like we only have 7 minutes left on this trial omen. I guess we better go quick then. All right, there's just slimes down here. We can manage some stupid slimes. Nice and easy. Let's just mow them all down. There we go. The the spawn is extinguished, but we haven't been given a key. We have got more pots that we can smash up. Come on, give us at least one ominous key, please. I reckon we should just run through and try and activate as many spawners as we can. That way, at least if the ominous effect runs out, we'll still have some spawners active. Now that that room is active, let's activate these spawners too. We'll also drink our regeneration potion. We got another diamond from one of the pots too. Let's grab that. That guy's wearing half diamond armor. Nope, he's cheating. He's using X-ray. Someone ban him, please. Oh, if we get them to fight each other, that could prove quite useful. Give us your diamond armor, please. No. Okay, not what I want. Not what I want at all. Oh my god. Yep, just one heart left. That's fine. That's completely what I wanted. Right, we've got a little hole to fight them through now. These ominous trials get out of hand so quickly. We got to make the most of our shield to block their attacks. We're getting slightly cornered here, which I don't like. Something tells me we might be slightly undergeared for the hard mode trials. More potions instead of keys? Are you serious? The amount of suffering we have been through just to get the most mediocre loot is insane. Potatoes? What? This is actually just not fair. I actually don't know what happens when the trial omen effect runs out. I don't know if the omen spawners will go back to their normal selves. It seems like the ones that we've already triggered remain as omen spawners. Okay. The spawner's been cleared. Please be a key. No. All right, let's clear the regular spawners now. I'm also nearly dead again. I'm not 100% sure how many spawners we cleared. Maybe 3, 4, 5 even? So to not get a single key is so unfortunate. We're not even getting keys from the normal spawners now. I'm so done. Let's go ahead and cheese this spawner. Oh, yay. We got the regular key. With any luck, the vault might at least give us something useful. Emeralds, wind charges, and... oh. Is today just the official screw Mosey over day? What am I playing? I have found a chest with 2 diamonds, though. That does ease the pain a bit. And another fire prop 1 chest plate. That's not bad. There's also some more chests right here. We've got potatoes, an armor trim. That's not bad. And some extra emeralds. We've got some more bog to clear up. We've got yet another key. That's very nice. We've got a golden apple, a diamond, and an enchanted iron axe. Okay, now this is starting to get better. It is only an efficiency 1 axe, so actually not that useful, but the other 2 items are great. We've got a breeze spawner. Now the keys are flowing. Okay. Poison arrows, enchanted bow, and that's it. It's another power 2 bow, which isn't bad. Wait, there's another room that's identical to the one that we just looted, and it has the ominous spawners activated. This must have been one of the rooms that we sprinted into earlier and then left. The dream of getting an ominous key is still alive. Okay, golden carrot, not a good start. We've got one more spawner right here. It's apparently a breeze spawner, but I can't find a breeze anywhere. Am I going insane? There's not a single breeze in this area. I did just hear a wandering trader outside, though. There he is. We're gonna have to fight off slimes in order to be able to talk to this man. Don't walk towards the slimes, you idiot. Right, we've got cornflowers, red sand, sea pickles, coral, white dye, and podzol. Go away, slime. I believe you can turn podzol into dirt, so let's buy his entire stock. I genuinely cannot find the breeze from this spawner anywhere, so we're gonna have to leave it. Okay, hold on. There's one more spawner here. And this might be the breeze from that other spawner. What's he doing up there? He's scampering off. Get back here. I would love to know how he managed to get all the way over here. I believe all the slimes have been killed now. Key. No. Okay, the breeze spawner is still active, and there's a new one over there. Why is there a trader llama in here now? Whoa. Oh my god. No. Maybe it's a good thing that the ominous trial ended. We can hardly handle a normal one. Bro, 1 piece of steak. You're joking. It's official. Ominous keys just don't exist in this game. But of course, the regular spawner gives us a regular key. This game is making me mad. Ah, yes. A banner pattern, a honey bottle, and some arrows. Thank you. What? What is going on? It must be nighttime because the wandering trader is using his invisibility potions. Let's just smash the rest of the pots and go home. I did just get some more diamonds from one of the pots. The moral of the story is that Minecraft is a cruel, unforgiving game. I just want to open 1 ominous vault. Is that too much to ask? We have got to fight through a bunch of mobs in order to get back up to the platform. Not what I want. Not what I want. Not what I want. How am I not dead from that? I don't know. Get away from me. This has been the worst Minecraft trial chamber experience of all time. Okay, well, we did get quite a lot of diamonds and an extra golden apple. I'm just really mad that I didn't get to open a vault. An ominous vault, I should say. I mean, we did get plenty of diamonds and a golden apple, but I'm just so mad that we still don't know what the ominous vaults hold. Thankfully, we can take on another ominous trial chamber in the future because we did find that pillager outpost earlier, so we can get Bad Omen from one of those. Now that we have more iron to spare, we're gonna use some hoppers to upgrade our cobblestone generator. We are gonna need to mine more cobblestone first though. This should be fairly simple to set up. We gotta grab the lava, and that's gonna go on the top here. The final thing we need to add to stop the water flowing out is a sign, and I'm gonna write subscribe on it. By the way, you should subscribe. And as you can see, this cobblestone generator is a million times better. Thanks to the hoppers that we've crafted, none of the cobblestone gets burnt anymore. It's sent straight to these chests. The reason I built this is because I now have a vision for what I want our base to look like. It's gonna require a lot of materials though. We're gonna need to collect a lot of logs that we can turn into charcoal because we're gonna be smelting all of our cobblestone into normal stone. Because my idea for our base is a giant floating island with a steampunk theme. How is there always one cube of wood that I managed to miss? While we're working on gathering materials, we can keep clearing out the mob spawner in the hopes of getting a zombie villager. Since we have 52 levels, we might as well combine our power 2 bows together to get power 3. Now that we have quite a few diamonds, I'm actually going to use 3 of them to make a pickaxe. It's going to make collecting all of the stone a lot easier. We can convert this podzol back to dirt by simply mining it. And then at last, we can fill up this hole in our farm. Inner peace at last. There's another chicken jockey in the mob farm. We can actually get some more chickens. We got to do this carefully now. I'd better block up the mob farm too. All that's left now is the chicken jockey. So let's let him out. And then we'll kill only the baby zombie. Then we lead this chicken to our other chicken who's been here for so long. And now that they're in the boat, we can breed them and they should make a little baby chicken. And unlike his parents, this one can never despawn. We are going to be building a better base soon, but we'll still need to make a little enclosure to keep all of the chickens in. Oh, for goodness sake. I was just trying to get rid of the plug in the mob farm and somehow it ended up blowing up again. It's because as I break the plug, one of the skeletons always manages to spot me and then he fires, which causes him to accidentally hit a creeper, and then that creeper gets really mad and blows up. Come here, little chicken. Just walk into your eternal demise. Come on, get the yummy seeds. We can breed these two again. And now we can lead another little chicken to the pen. There's still no zombie villager in the mob spawner yet. I've been mining cobblestone all night and I've just returned to find a zombie villager. Alright, come on, Mosey. For the love of God, do not mess this up. Slowly kill off all the other mobs. It's not the easiest thing in the world because this villager keeps wandering directly into the path of my axe. Does he want to die? Alright, it's just him now. Gonna expand this area because we do not want a repeat of last time where we jammed him into the blocks. We're gonna build a little cover here so that he doesn't burn in the sun. The boat goes there. Then we break these blocks. Come on. Yes! Okay, that's step 1 complete. We're gonna need to wait till nighttime so we can row him over to the witch and get him cured. I've been waiting my whole life for this moment. That's a lie. I've been waiting for, well, a fairly long amount of time. Ignore your parents. Come here. Listen to Mosey. Back to cobblestone mining for me. I'm gonna farm up a bunch of potatoes too because once we get our second villager, we need to start breeding them. We've got our very first chicken egg too, and it spawned a baby chicken. Flap as hard as you want. You're never escaping this boat. The sun is setting. Soon it'll be time to move our villager. Come on, let's start moving him. Ow, we're taking a lot of damage. For your sake, I hope you have good health insurance because I'm billing you at least $100,000. We've almost got him in range of the witch. I can actually hear another zombie villager in the mob farm, so if we have time, we might be able to get him as well. Right, there we go. Let's park him there. We have our golden apple at the ready. Why is there a creeper in there? No, no, no. Let's take care of him from a safe distance. And now we just have to hope that the witch throws the weakness potion. I got jump scared by that. We have to be within 3 blocks of the witch, so we're going to drive the zombie closer. This is pretty risky. She only has a 25% chance of throwing the potion, so we're going to have to get lucky. We also need to be within 3 blocks of her, and this zombie villager is making it very difficult for us to get close. Come on. Weakness. 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 That's harming. Weakness. No. Try again. Nope. Still not right. Weakness. 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 No. It's just poison over and over and over again. We might not be getting close enough, to be honest. We're gonna have to find some way to get the zombie closer because we can't get in too close to the witch because it keeps attacking us. What if we do something like this? I don't think we're close enough still. Why don't we try knocking him into her boat? That might work. Get in, get in, get in, get in, get in. Thank you. This should be it. Come on, throw the potion. That's poison. Weakness, 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 come on. This witch is straight up dragging it, man. Come on, this is the one, surely. Poison again. Harming. Harming again. Oh my god, I'm about to lose my mind. I have burnt through an absolutely ridiculous amount of potatoes just trying to heal off all of the poison. At least the zombie's protected from the sun now, so we can keep doing this throughout the day. We can drink a potion of regeneration to counteract the poison. That might let us stand in front of her for longer. Throw it. That's poison. Weakness. Why is it so hard to throw a weakness potion? Have I got the only witch in the game that doesn't know how to brew weakness potions? Did she fail that class at school or something? We are getting hit with poison potion after poison potion and just no weakness anywhere. Supposedly, she has a 25% chance of throwing the potion as long as you're within 3 blocks of her. What more can I do? Should we go for a little hug while we're at it? Are you gonna throw this stupid potion? Our iron armor's getting really low, so let's repair it. We do have this replacement chest plate, thankfully. This is not working at all, so let's try something different. Supposedly, if you separate the witch and the zombie and then sit in a boat with the witch, she's more likely to actually throw the potion. Get in a boat, get in a boat. There we go. No, 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 no. And now I'm in here. Not what I want, not what I want, not what I want. Let's swap out our chest plate. We've now got to drive the witch back this way. And now we're in the prime position. Throw the potion. Come on, throw it. She threw it. Yes, go. Let me out, you stupid witch. No, I don't want to die here. Get me out, 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 get me out. Oh my god. That was unbelievably difficult. And now we finally have a zombie villager that's being cured. We've got to somehow free up the mob spawner again without it blowing up. Come on. Okay, I think it worked. I can hear a zombie villager somewhere in here. We've got to dig in the trash pile of mobs to find the zombie villager. There we go. You can just about see his legs. In goes the plug. And now we do the same thing. He's now safely in the boat. So far, so good. This villager has just cured, so we need to get him out of here without the witch killing him. Our best bet is going to be to just wall her off. There we go. The lives of these guys are effectively worth 1 golden apple each. They're not cheap. Do you hear that? You've got monetary value. That means you get to live. I'm obviously not risking any of these precious villagers dying, so we'll convert the old cobblestone generator building into a villager holding cell. We'll replace the doors with gates so that they can't open them, and then we'll use the beds that we picked up in order to get them into this building. You're free! Kind of. Hey, no, wrong bed. This man doesn't know just how valuable his life is. Now we get to do it all over again. Hooray. I'm trying to help these idiots, and he's trying to eat my brains. Come on, let's row him inside. We've unfortunately lost our helmet, and our boots are almost broken too. Get in. Come on. There we go. I don't want to spend any more iron than I have to, so I'll make a new helmet, but we'll use gold boots instead of iron ones. Right, okay. Sitting in the boat with Granny. Let's do it. Hold on. I forgot the golden apple. There we go. Throw the potion, please. That's poison. Not a great start. That's harming. Another harming potion. Another harming potion. She just keeps spamming the harming ones. Throw the poison. I mean, weakness, not poison. Please, not poison. This witch is a straight up poison spammer. There's more toxic vapor in the air than at a Valorant convention. Finally, weakness. There we go. I hate you. Usual stuff. Let's barricade this. Then once more, we shall repair the farm. And everything is working as intended. Did you come for the zombification curing process? Because, you're a little bit too far gone, mate. Your skull is showing there. Now, get off my property. Let's breed the chickens up. This is going to be expensive, but we're going to craft a blast furnace to turn this guy into an armorer. Since now we effectively have infinite iron armor available to us. Plus, with the amount of emeralds that we've got from trial chambers, we should be able to level him up enough that he's going to sell us diamond armor. We'll just keep buying all of this rubbish. He's probably poured his heart and soul into all this gear, and I'm just chucking it on the floor in front of him. Also, classic villager scam going on. 1 diamond for 1 emerald, aka the worst trade in the game. Now we buy shields. And there we go. Enchanted diamond boots and enchanted diamond leggings. Since we saved his life by curing him, he's basically offering us a 100% discount. 1 emerald for each piece of armor. Finally, some actual good armor. And if we just buy a few more pairs, he'll reach max level. There we go. And now there's the rest of the set. This is, without question, the greatest day of my entire life. Full diamond has never felt so good to get. We don't need all of this other stuff, so let's just burn it in front of him. Although I'm going to be careful here. I don't want to accidentally burn our village villager. There's actually another zombie villager in the grinder, and it makes our life easier if we cure him as well. Oh, I accidentally killed him. That's fine though, because this guy is all cured now. No, you're not being a farmer. I have chosen your career. You don't get any free will in this world. We need to turn this guy into a cleric, because then we can buy lapis from him. And of course, we're going to need that if we want to upgrade the enchantments on our armor. Let's harvest our crops. There's so much glorious wheat here. I remember when we only had a couple seeds. But before we go ahead and turn him into a cleric and breed the villagers and all that stuff, it is time for us to start work on the new and improved base. We're going to build it where that little clump of dirt is, because that's a flower forest biome, whereas this is savanna with all those ugly colors of leaves. I'm also going to need to speed run building a new mob farm, because we're not going to be able to go back and forth all the time. That's just way too slow. The first step is going to be to build a giant stone blob in the sky. I really need to not mess this up because it is so painful mining stone. I don't know how big to make this because I don't want it to be absolutely massive and then we'll have no chance of filling it all out, but I also don't want it to be tiny. I'll just freestyle it now and regret it later. I'm trying to make it decently circular but a bit rough around the edges. I'm happy with it so far. Then we've got to raise the whole thing up by a few layers. Now that that's done, we've got to head over to the trial chamber and do a little bit of deconstruction. All of the spawners will have reset by now, but thanks to our shiny new diamond armor, they will not be a problem to deal with. We may need to clear the spawners again just so that we can have some breathing room to actually take apart the structure. I think not dying would also be rather good. Let's fuse these two iron swords together to make a slightly better one. We can absolutely tank a lot more damage now, but we're still gonna have to be careful. The diamond armor is a big help though. We're actually standing on the blocks that I want right now. It's all of these oxidized copper blocks. This should be the last spawner right here. We do also have a trial key, which is very nice. We can redeem that right here. Very mid loot, I will say. This feels like the kind of stuff you'd find at a garage sale. It's all just random junk. More importantly though, all of this lovely oxidized copper is ours. I might actually grab some of the regular copper too, because I'm thinking we build a giant reinforced ring atop the stone island that we've built. We gotta make sure we pick up some copper lamps too. Why is there a breeze out here? How does that make any sense? I do also want to get a bunch of these grates too, because I think they'll look really good. I'm gonna grab one more stack of tough bricks and then we should be good to go. Okay, we're all done here. I've collected a ton of different blocks for us, and these are gonna make our base look so good. We've got regular copper, oxidized copper, copper bulbs, oxidized copper bulbs, copper grates, and tough bricks. Our chicken army is slowly growing, and we've got a whole load of eggs too. It's now time for, you guessed it, more gathering of jungle logs. Getting this efficiency 5 axe was so clutch. It is amazingly good. Before we start building, let's place a bunch of torches in this so we don't accidentally create another mob farm. For the first step, I'm going to measure the diameter of this area. With that out of the way, we're going to go around the stone with a layer of copper. Then we get halfway through it and have to run back to the trial chamber because some idiot, aka me, forgot to mine enough copper. Low-key, the diamond pick is getting a little bit low, so we'll use one diamond to repair it somewhat. Why have all the spawners restarted already? I cleared out the trial mobs again and started mining up blocks in the chamber. Again. I also opened another trial vault and the loot was not very good. I'm praying that we have all of the blocks we need now. I do not want to make another trip just to mine blocks. We'll spend one of our iron ingots on a stone cutter because we can use it to turn our tough bricks into chiseled tough bricks. With these additional blocks, we can now finish the first copper ring. Oh my days, we have exactly enough to finish it. Although we're actually going to remove a few blocks here and there in order to replace them with copper bulbs. Now these stay on once they're powered, so we just need to hit them with a button once and they'll permanently be on. I'm going to try and space them out. We'll focus on having them more on the front because that's the side that we're going to be able to see. All the bulbs are in. Next up, we'll add the tough bricks and the oxidized copper. And with that now done, we got to fill this whole place up with jungle slabs. Before we move on to the next step of the base, we actually have to go out exploring again. Well, when I say exploring, I more mean retracing our footsteps. We need to collect both the cherry tree saplings and the dark oak saplings. I would love to see the stats for how many slabs we placed because all I know is that it is way too many. We should be able to very easily get some cherry saplings. There's a ton of leaves here. We've got 4 saplings already, which should definitely be enough. And before we go, we'll make sure to grab the very valuable dirt from this island. The Dark Oak Island is so far away. Well, I know what I'm doing for the next 10 minutes. The sun is actively setting right now. That's how long this is taking. I love how in the regular game, trial chambers are pretty rare, but in Sky Skyblock, they're just everywhere. There are a dime a dozen. There's also a birch island in the distance too, and I'm actually happy about this because the further away birch trees are from me, the happier I am. The only wood type that looks worse than birch is arguably acacia. We do need to get relatively lucky with this dark oak tree because we're going to need 4 more saplings in order to replant our own tree. I need to start channeling my inner Lorax here. Absolute banger of a childhood movie, by the way. We've actually managed to get 6 dark oak saplings. Clearly, the channeling of the Lorax worked. The dark oak wood will be a really nice contrast to the lighter jungle wood. We still have a decent amount of slabs left, so let's bridge further and see if we can find anything interesting. There's yet another trial chamber over there. What is going on? We've now run out of slabs, so let's head back home. We also need to grab the dirt from the Dark Oak Island. I forgot to do that originally. Can I survive 50 hours running and jumping on slabs in Minecraft Hardcore? Keep watching to find out. A thought that's on my mind is how we're gonna move this massive chickens over to our new base. I'm sure we'll figure something out. And now we gotta chop more logs because we don't have enough to finish the base. We'll grow our very first dark oak tree. We're gonna bring these dark oak logs up on the sides to create pillars, and then connecting them up will be jungle fences. This does need to go around the entire area, so I'll see you guys soon. The job is done. We now have a wonderful railing that can protect us from falling off. Mostly. The chicken army is reaching a dangerous amount of members. They could soon take over this island and try overpower us. Also, the amount of shared DNA in this pen is slightly terrifying. We need to grow more dark oak and jungle trees, but not for the reasons that you might think. Of course, the extra logs are nice, but what we're really after are the leaves. Look how nice these leaves look compared to when they're actually placed in the disgusting acacia biome. We'll then go around the edges of the island with our new leaves and add them in to give a nice pop of color. We've got a lot of gray going on with these tough bricks and the stone and whatnot, so this will really help. The job of a leaf placer is a bit of a dangerous one considering we're parkouring around the island, but we'll be fine. The leaves have now been placed on the base and it is looking really good. We're gonna have to put base building on hold for a little bit because we've got some other objectives to complete before we can continue. We'll spawn in some more chickens and then we'll breed all of them. Soon we'll be turning about half of the flock into delicious KFC. First things first, we'll grab string from our mob farm. We'll turn it all into wool and use that to make beds. And it looks like we're actually going to have to expand this place because there's not enough room. Since this is just a temporary base and we're going to soon be moving to that way cooler and way better one over there, I'm not going to put much effort into this. The extension just needs to provide a little bit of extra space to house more prisoners, villagers. We'll add in the extra beds. We'll then throw bread and potatoes at these guys, and when we return, we should see a bunch of babies in here. Oh my god, that was quick. Yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys to your own devices. Goodbye. Produce me more minimum wage Amazon workers now. The next thing we need to do is head to the Nether in order to get blaze rods to make a brewing stand and turn one of our villagers into a cleric. The fortress is just over that way, so we don't have far to go. I've just made the realization I'm bridging out of wood right now, and blazes shoot fire. That's a problem for future me when this bridge is turned into a fiery inferno. I'm sure future me will figure it out. Oh no, they're already spawning. I'm too stubborn to run all the way back and start mining for cobblestone back home though, so let's just keep going. We have not been detected yet, and we have now been spotted. Wonderful. I think we just got to keep going here. Come on, we're closing in. The fireballs are on their way. Ooh, no, don't burn the bridge. This is quite rapidly going very wrong. I think we can make that in our boat. Let's go. Nice. Let's just break straight in, and we have officially arrived. Not so tough in close range, are you? There's going to be wither skeletons galore in this place too. We've also got some gold in this chest and some nether wart. We've already got a wither skull too. We need to get to a blaze spawner so that we can start farming them. The nearest one's all the way over there. How am I nearly dying to magma cubes? I'm not that bad at this game. We're so close and yet so far away at the same time. No! Oh my god. I just want some blaze rods, man. Oh, we've already reached the spawner. I'm nearly dead to wither skeletons, though. If we didn't have this diamond armor, we'd be more than dead. Blazes aren't even that tough. It's just that when there's so many of them, you start taking a ton of damage. Especially since here, there is 2 spawners right next to each other. We've got one there and one there. That is very, very deadly. Plus, combining the fact that the mob cap is pretty much unlimited, considering there's no other ground for enemies to spawn on, it gets out of hand really quickly. And then, of course, there's wither skeletons to deal with too. I don't want to die here. I know what I should have done. I should have bartered with a piglin for a fire resistance potion. We're up to 6 blaze rods now, so not bad. We're going to want to collect the normal amount that you would if you were going to craft Eyes of Ender, since we will need to take on the Ender Dragon at some point. Right, we've got 12 now. That should be enough. The only issue that remains is managing to get back onto our bridge and escape. I'm going to collect up some nether bricks so that we have a non-flammable block to build with. Before we go, we'll also scoop up all of this nether wart and soul sand. Now for by far the most dangerous part, the bridging. We got to keep checking for blazes in case we're at risk of getting knocked off. We're so close. No, why are you activating? Don't do it. No. Go, 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 go. Ah, that's not good. Pro Minecraft player right here, ladies and gentlemen. There's one guy right up there too. Let's take him out. And now it's a straight shot to the finish. Let's go. Run! We've got a little parkour course here as well. We have actually done it. We've escaped the blazes. Now it's just a nice, calm, leisurely run all the way back home. No, not allowed. Go away. We've got another zombie villager in the mob farm, which is actually perfect, since we need to cure one more villager in order to get really cheap bookshelves. Let's just lead him all the way to the villager enclosure. In the boat you go, my good sir. Come on. There we go. Then we'll drive him into position. We'll remove this barrier. And since dark oak leaves actually drop apples, we can craft the golden apple needed to cure him. We've now got the fun experience of sitting with Granny in the boat. She better give us a good share of the inheritance. Weakness. Thank you, Granny. Let's free up the mob spawner. Oh, yes. More minimum wage exploitable workers. This is perfect. We can sell our new cleric all of the rotten flesh we've been saving up. And then at level 2, he should now, yes, he should now sell lapis. We'll take your entire stock. Thank you, sir. We might as well continue leveling him up because at max level, he has a chance to sell us ender pearls, which would be really useful. Perfect. Look at that. Instead of 5 emeralds, 1 emerald per ender pearl. We can also trade 2 glass bottles for an emerald, which is pretty good. I can't remember where we got this paper from, but it is proving very useful because we can now make the books needed to craft a bookshelf. And with said bookshelf, we can craft a lectern to turn a villager into a librarian. How did a zombie spawn in here? You're joking. This game is this game. I don't, that's it. This game. This game. Okay, let's spend another 8 gold ingots to make another golden apple. Out of all the monsters that could spawn in here, of course it was a zombie. Go away. I hate you. Hello, Granny. We've come to visit again. Look at him trying to row away from this place. No, you're not escaping. You're going to be a librarian. Finally, weakness. There we go. That is definitely one of the unluckiest things that has ever happened to me in this game. That is crazy. Did I do something wrong in a past life? Or maybe it's just my severe mistreatment of villagers. Either way, that is definitely karma in some way. Help! I'm being surrounded by chickens! It's a chicken stampede. There's a whole wave of babies as well! Considering how shared the genetics are in this pen, I'm pretty sure they lack the brain cells to even think or chew food anymore. I'm sorry, chickens. Some of you must die. This is too much. It's a chicken overload. We have so many eggs now, too. Might as well just throw them all. How did you escape? No, not allowed. We can fry up all of this delicious chicken and get some good old-fashioned protein. It's also going to have the bonus of healing us more quickly than baked potatoes. Look at that! We've got a cow on our base because there's enough villagers now that it counts as a village. I must drop everything that I'm doing in order to tame this thing. We've got 2 cod and 2 salmon. This should be enough. Come on, be my best friend. We're down to 1 salmon. This is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. It is looking good. Never mind. I shall call you Pringle. Don't actually eat Pringles, though. They are very bad for you. I don't think there's actually a single bit of nutrition in Pringles. They're so processed and they have so much salt and sodium and other stuff in them, they probably can't even be classified as food. Anyway, enough of my Pringle rant. Let's go ahead and move this villager into the breeder. Oh no, there's so many villagers now they've started to spawn guards. Wait, why am I complaining? This is infinite iron for the rest of our lives. What are you doing around the back here? What kind of activities are you up to? Go inside. Thank you very much. I couldn't have asked for better trades. We've got 3 emeralds for 1 bookshelf and 1 emerald for sharpness 4. Unfortunately, they're still quite expensive. Now that we've traded with him a bit more though, his prices have gone down to 2 emeralds per bookshelf. We do have a couple of spare gold blocks lying around, so we can make a bunch of gold and sell that to the cleric. I don't love doing this, but it is what it is. We just need 1 more bookshelf now. There we go. Hey, yo, what's going on in there? Anyway, we don't have enough obsidian for an enchanting table right now, but we can easily fix that. All we gotta do is pinch the 4 corners of our nether portal. We could mine it from the ruined portals that we found so far, but this is the fastest fastest way. Just one more piece now. And now at last we can craft ourselves an enchanting table. Why are you standing on a 1 block wide bridge when you're about 3 blocks wide? Get out the way. Oh, so you don't want to move, do you? You think you've got jurisdiction over this island? Yeah, hate to break it to you, buddy. You have no power here. No power whatsoever. Get off. Now try blocking the way. Oh, yes. Maxed out enchantment setup. There it is. Level 30. We do actually need to cure another zombie villager so that we can get a mending trade, which I am not looking forward to. Let's craft ourselves up a grindstone, as well as buying a new helmet and chest plate, and then we can disenchant everything and get some really good enchantments. Since we've got the exact amount of lapis required for 4 level 30 enchantments, we've just got to stick with what we're given. Blast Prot 4 to start with, not horrible. Prot 4, yes please. Prot 3 on the leggings with Unbreaking 3, and Fire Prot 4 on the boots. It could be worse. There's another zombie villager in the breeder, which is perfect. The only problem is that he's somewhat lost in the mobs at the moment, so I could end up accidentally killing him. Let's free him, and no, don't come out into the sunlight, please. And he died. Great. Oh, because of you. That's annoying. Can you not do that in the future, please? Something tells me the chicken pen needs cleared out again. Look at this chicken that managed to escape. He's like, oh my god, this is my great grandma and grandpa. The next thing on the list of things for us to do, of course, is going to start with chopping wood. We might as well collect some free iron too. Soon I'm going to build a proper iron farm to melt these guys down as soon as they're created, because killing them manually is very inefficient. Although we've acquired our fancy new set of diamond armor, we're now very poor on the emerald front. And by that I mean we have no money left. So the next thing we've got to do is head to the pillager outpost that we found, get an ominous bottle, and start an ominous trial. We should be able to handle the trial much more easily thanks to our new armor, and we should be provided with tons of emeralds, diamonds maybe, loads of iron, maybe some gold too. It's going to provide a lot of treasure. Oh boy, I'm sure this won't take 30 minutes to reach. It didn't take 30 minutes, but it was still very boring. Also, I'd like to point out that at this point in this world, I had spent nearly 3.5 hours of my life just sneaking. We're so close now, but the problem is we're gonna have to be careful that we don't get sniped off by one of the pillagers. I probably should have picked a different angle to approach from rather than the one where my back is literally turned to them. What we'll do now is bridge along until we get underneath the structure, and then we'll pillar up inside. Oh, we've been noticed. We're gonna have to be careful here. Okay, this was not what I wanted. Why are there so many of them as well? They've been cleared for a minute, so let's keep bridging as fast as we can. And we are now underneath the pillager outpost. All we gotta do now is carve our way through the floor. Hello, pillager friends. Today's your lucky day. You get the honor of being murdered by Mosey. We've also got a chest with a few different bits and pieces. I think we're actually too close now for lots of pillagers to spawn, so I'm gonna expand a platform out here for them to appear on. We could also risk leaving and then coming back, because that usually causes a bunch of them to spawn, but we'd have to be really careful. Since there's just no pillagers around, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave and come back and pray that we get a captain. Back we go, and there's no one here. Great. Oh no, I'm mistaken. There is a guy inside. There's actually a few of them inside, but still no captain. New plan. We're gonna use ladders to tower up above the structure and then see if pillagers spawn below us. It actually seems to be working. We're starting to see some pillagers appear down below. All that we've really got to do now is keep going up and down the ladder. So many of you guys and still not one captain. There's even more of them down here, and yet no captain in sight. He's probably scared of us. That's everyone dead, so let's head back up the ladder. There's finally a captain here. I was beginning to lose hope. He's actually been caught in the crossfire of his own men. And now we have an ominous bottle. Bad Omen 4. Our shield's broken, and I actually forgot to bring the water in order to get down to the trial chamber, so I've got to skedaddle all the way back home and then come all the way back. The trip is definitely going to take a while, but for you guys, it's just going to be a nice and simple cut. We are now a lot more prepared to take on this trial chamber. I stocked up on arrows, brought a spare shield, we've got water now. This should be good. Down we go. I didn't even bother crafting a new sword because I feel like our iron axe is easily our best weapon. We'll do some classic breaking and entering, and I should have drank the ominous bottle already, but that's fine. We've got a spider spawner first, which is going to be very easy. Seriously, can you imagine dying to spiders in this game? Just regular old spiders? Okay, that zombie has an enchanted iron sword. That's a problem. That is a problem. These little gremlins are strapped. What is going on? No. Oh my god. I've just realized I somehow managed to misplace our bow as well, so we've just been left with this rubbish crossbow. We still have the air superiority over the stupid baby zombies, except they can climb ladders, so we don't. I'm actually so confused on what happened to our bow. He's half diamond. This is cheating. Stay back. Oh my god, they do so much damage. I hate this. They're so agile. It makes them so hard to deal with. Good job we made this new diamond armor, or we'd probably be dead. Help! I'm being attacked by children. Okay, getting a little bit low now. Getting just a little bit low. And now I'm 1 HP. Oh my god. No, 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 no. No. Hey, at least the trial omen lasts for 56 minutes this time. The crossbow is so ineffective, I'm actually going to use the string we got from the spiders to craft a basic bow. I'm actually going to go around the back because I do not want to start fighting those baby zombies again. We got to pick those little terrors off from an angle. Wait, the bow's right here. What? Did I just blank and completely not realize that the bow was in the first slot of our hotbar? How am I that dumb? Okay, well, that's slightly embarrassing. Let's all pretend that didn't happen. We can just erase that from our minds, please. Now that I've made the discovery that we actually do have our power 3 bow with us, we should be able to clear this out pretty quickly. We're still getting nothing from these upgraded spawners. Bow spamming. I choose you. Clear the entire dungeon with ease. I'm starting to think that ominous trial keys actually just don't exist. Let's go take care of this breeze. Bro, please can I get 1 key? Look how many of them there are. Every single one has an iron sword. That is deadly. If we get a piece of bread for clearing that spawner, I don't know what to say. And there's still more. And there's still more. Go away. Do the children ever stop fighting us? Oh my god. A golden carrot for all of that. A golden carrot. I'm convinced I'm doing something wrong at this point. There's no way. At least we can get free emeralds and iron and whatnot from all these pots. Right, here we go. Next room. Nice. We've got steak. Let's go. I don't know if I said this earlier, but there's a 30% chance to get an ominous trial key from an ominous spawner. So how have we gone through at least 10 by this point with no key? Oh yes, of course, a golden carrot instead of the key. Thank you very much. More steak. No, not this again. Oh my god. I'm so glad I brought a spare shield. Our first one is broken. That one spawned with a diamond sword. This is rigged. This is actually rigged. And I know we're going to get bread or something stupid for a reward too. Let's box up right there. Look at that. Half-armored baby zombie with a diamond sword. He's just eating arrows as well. Finally, he's dead. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. At least now we've got easy spiders to deal with. Come on. No. We got the diamond block from the pot, though. Okay, now I don't care if we get the trial key or not. We just got the 0.1% chance of a diamond block. This game is weird sometimes. No key after clearing so many spawners. But there you go, mate. Have a diamond block. The logic is not exactly adding up. More breezes and more spiders. This is easy so far. Also, a random enderman that's actually not part of the trial, but he just wanted to be included, I guess. Ah, someone set off a water fountain. What's going on? Right, no more of this, please. Give me that. Oh, yippee. Strength potion. Just what I wanted for Christmas. Come on. No. And more baked potatoes. Yay. Unfortunately, we have now cleared the entirety of this trial chamber. However, I am so frustrated with not getting a single trial key that I'm going to go and get another ominous bottle, raid another trial chamber, and dub it all over in post-commentary. It wasn't even that we'd gotten bad loot from the trial chamber. Far from it. We'd gotten diamonds and plenty of emeralds. But I was so mad that I still had not gotten to experience the ominous vault. I headed to the nearby pillager outpost, and lo and behold, there was a captain waiting. However, I was in a classic state of British irritation, so I decided to execute everyone in the outpost because I was annoyed. I then made my way over to the next trial chamber, determined to get at least one ominous key. As soon as I entered, the fighting began. After clearing both a bog spawner and a spider spawner, things were still looking the same as ever. I headed into the next room and it was swarming with spiders. I mean, these things were all over me. I was expecting the usual trash loot from the spawners, which is why I was completely caught off guard when this happened. Yes! 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 Oh my god. And of course we get two now that we finally got one. Oh my god. Get out of the way, Bogged. I'm getting my rightful trial keys. I was genuinely starting to be convinced that it was some April Fool's joke that everyone in the world was playing on me. Let's crunch this room and then we can finally open some ominous vaults. I'm so happy I'm about to go out on the street and start shaking hands with random passers-by. Right, the room has been cleared. This is actually really fitting. The very first ominous vault we found, in fact, the very first vault we found was in a room exactly like this next one. Open sesame, give me your treasure. We got emeralds, more emeralds, more emeralds, an enchanted book. Not bad. That gave us loads. We have almost a stack of emeralds now. And also a Windburst 1 book, which I believe you can only get from the vaults. There's another vault hiding away up here, so let's crack him open as well. Oh wait, never mind, it's a regular one. We've ended up with a couple of normal trial keys from pots and whatnot, so let's open it anyway. Emeralds, yes! And another enchanted iron axe. We've also got an emerald block from one of the pots. Okay, what is the point of this ladder? It just goes up into a dead end. Oh yes, look at this. Look how ominous it is. Let's crack it open. A music disc that's exclusive, tipped arrows, more emeralds, more arrows, an ominous potion. Not bad. Wow, these are pretty OP actually. They're slowness 4. And we also got this lovely exclusive music disc, Lena Rain Creator. And on that note, I'm leaving. While all of the emeralds and extra goodies are nice, I'm not even that bothered by what loot we get. I just wanted to finally open a vault. I feel like the Minecraft wiki currently has a typo in it because it's not a 30% drop chance. It feels like a 3.0% drop chance. Oh well, all's well that ends well. We've got plenty of emeralds to buy lapis and other goods with. We've got diamonds to make new diamond tools. And overall, we finally got to open some ominous vaults. Let's buy out this man's whole supply of lapis. There we go. And now, using our newfound diamonds, we can craft some new diamond tools. We'll grab a diamond axe, a diamond sword, and a brand new diamond pickaxe. Since we have extra lapis to work with now, we can start re-rolling the enchanting table. We'll grab efficiency 4 on our new diamond pickaxe, and then we can actually enchant our super broken one and combine it with the other pickaxe. We've got efficiency 4 on our diamond axe now, but I think our iron axe is actually more effective. Let's go ahead and combine our 2 diamond pickaxes together for efficiency 5. Unfortunately, I actually ran out of lapis before I could get a good enchantment on our sword, but that's fine. We'll continue buying lapis throughout the next few Minecraft days. We've actually burnt through almost all of our levels, so now we've got to grind them back up again. We have very quickly gone from 50 levels to very, very few. I've just done a little speed test, and it seems like the iron axe is still slightly outpacing the diamond one. However, I'm sure we can persuade a villager to give us the missing efficiency 4 book that we need. We can now purchase more lapis, and all of these mobs right here should take us to above level 30. The iron golem population on our base is definitely growing, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. I mean, it's great that we've got free renewable iron, but I don't like how the villagers have got these giant iron golems looking after them. The whole reason this world with Endless Void is so good is because there's no laws here. In order to continue building our new base, we've got to go collect more materials. Hooray! I bet you guys are so excited. Unfortunately, the rules are as follows. In order to get the cool steampunk skyblock base, you have to spend hours of your life slaving away in a trial chamber. It is a lot easier with an efficiency 5 pickaxe though. And so the great trial chamber mining operation was underway. It's kind of hard to show this sort of thing on replay mod because I'm just mining here, there, and everywhere. So here's me just mining. Look at me doing my job. By the way, this is technically legal footage of me destroying the place, so can nobody show this to the police? Thank you. I think an iron golem must have spawned in the wall because I did not kill one over here. Just look at all of these goodies I've collected for us. Our base is going to be looking amazing in a minute because right now it sort of looks like a very ornate bowl. Let's go ahead and clear out the grinder again. Let's buy more lapis, as well as buying some new pieces of diamond armor to enchant. There we go. We can grab prot 3 on these leggings, which we can then combine with our current leggings for prot 4. There we go. Very nice. We're going to chop a little bit more dark oak wood and then we can start building. I started working on our base, but it quickly turned into something that I really didn't like the look of. The only option was to tear it all down and start from square one. Despite my previous slander, I then ran all the way over to the birch tree, grabbed some saplings, and then had to run all the way back home. I then spent some time collecting a bunch of birch wood as well as plenty of extra dark oak. This is the official redesign right here. The whole structure is going to be quite top heavy, so it's all going to rest on this little stone entryway. We're going to make sure to use lots of cobblestone and stone to give it a nice texture. Then for the actual door, we'll go with a dark oak trim. Then we'll do stripped dark oak logs and a dark oak door with a trapdoor at the top to make it a little bit bigger. We'll then use dark oak planks inside. We'll then add some dark oak that's going to support the next floor of the structure. And this is why I chopped a bunch of extra dark oak wood, because we're going to use all of of it to make the frame of this building. We'll then bring these areas up by 6. We'll fill in the floor. We'll then connect the gaps between these dark oak logs with dark oak slabs. And we'll also put some stone buttons on the logs for extra detail. We'll then come in with some acacia and waxed copper for an interesting orange wall. We do have to do that for every wall, which is going to take a little while. Let's bring in some little planter boxes with jungle leaves for a bit of extra detail. It's already looking good, but we're only just getting started. We'll add a dark oak trim to this top bit, and then we'll bring the roof up. As some of you may have noticed, I'm starting to catch a cold, so please forgive me for any less than ideal commentary. We're going to add some extra dark oak trim to this roof peak right here, and we'll also add a stair to support this beam, as well as some trapdoors to secure it. We're now going to duplicate what we've built there onto this side, but we're not going to fill in the roof yet. With that done, let's now add the very first extension to the side of the building. We'll then introduce the very first bit of birch wood. We'll then bring all of these columns up, and we'll add birch stairs in between them. We can then connect the two roofs together like this. This is looking really nice, but I think it would need some support in the real world to stop it from toppling over. We'll add some columns like this, and then we'll thicken them up at the base, and we'll also bring in stairs and trapdoors. Then we'll add stairs supporting it like this, as well as trapdoors in between them. With that out of the way, we need to add the extra section on the right side. This is going to be a balcony area, so we'll use fence gates for the railing. Then we'll add some acacia trim. We've actually ended up running out of KFC, so we're going to need to stop back at the original base and resupply. Let's do some breeding, and then some killing. And we can also spam a bunch of eggs. All that's left is to cook the chicken with the signature KFC 7 herbs and spices. While we wait for the chicken to get crispy in the fryer, let's see if we can get a good enchantment for our sword. Sharpness doesn't matter because we can add a sharpness 5 book, but I'm still not super happy with this. We may as well keep it for now though, until we re-enchant it again. We'll add in the dark oak roof on this side, and you can see that the building is slowly coming together. I will say it is very satisfying connecting each part together, but we're definitely not done yet because our next task is to add a giant tower that's in the center of the build. We'll be using stone to fill it all in, but we don't actually have enough of that, so we gotta go mine some. In retrospect, putting the incredibly annoying and loud chicken pen right next to the highly grindy cobblestone generator was not a particularly good plan on my part. Also, have you subscribed yet? You should subscribe. We should have enough now, which means I can finally stop hearing those demented chickens. It's important that I mention that this build was inspired by this tutorial from Mythical Sausage. I'll be leaving a link to it in the description below. With the walls done, we'll now add on the usual dark oak trim. We'll then bring up columns on the sides. Like with the tower itself, the walls up on the top will also be stone and cobblestone. We'll add jungle leaves at the back here with the usual jungle trapdoors. And then for the front, we'll make this jungle trapdoor balcony. This way we can look out over our kingdom of nothing. And for the detailing, to no one's surprise, we're using dark oak stairs and trapdoors. We're also going to add some levers pointing up. We'll start adding in the frame for the roof. Let's add on the extra details for the frame. Alright, very nice. I will say, getting up and down this thing right now is not the easiest of tasks. This is where things get a bit technical because we're going to be building 2 giant wind turbine things on the outside of the tower. We could so easily fall off here and die, so we've got to be very careful. We're going to bring the blades out like so. And we've also got to do the bottom section. We then add on copper trapdoors, and to stop them from oxidizing, we wax them using the honeycomb from the trial chambers. And finally, on the front, we add some dark oak fences and fence gates. That looks really good. With all of that done, we've now got to fill out the entire roof for this place. Here's where we get to bring in all of this lovely blue oxidized copper. One side of the roof will be oxidized, and the other will be the normal copper. I'm going to add a cool extra design onto the peaks of the roofs by adding this curved section. That adds a nice little bit of extra detail. Finally, we'll add stairs along the top to finish it off. Let's go the extra mile in detail and add a giant gear to the roof. This is going to really help to emphasize the steampunk feel of the build. We can even use some copper rods to detail the inside of the gear. I mean, the proper name for these is lightning rods. I just always mess it up. We're going to add a couple more gears to the outside of the tower so it looks like it's all one big mechanism. That's the first gear done. We'll add a second smaller one on the outside here. Finally, we'll add some random tech looking stuff to the outside like observers and pistons. We'll add copper rods and levers to make it all look connected. The final thing that we've got to do before we can call this completed is to finish off the roof of the tower. Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes upon our creation. I am absolutely in love with this thing. I am so happy with how it turned out, especially when you compare it to my first attempt. That thing was horrible. You may have noticed that the windows are missing glass panes, but there are those little sandy desert island things, so we'll have to go pay those a visit so that we can fill these out. However, in terms of the actual structure, the base is done. There's a few things we gotta do. I want to move those villagers all the way over there to this base, but I don't want them sharing this lovely house with us, so we'll make a little hole in the floor and they'll go underneath here. I'm gonna leave the mob spawner where it is on the old base, because if we move that over to this lovely area, it's just gonna spoil it. The other thing we need to do is set up a storage system inside the base so that we can store all of our items. Okay, well, I mean, the inside is a little bit unfinished, but that's fine. I'm thinking this back wall here would be a perfect place for a storage area, so let's block up the windows. This will be more than enough space. I now have the super fun and awesome job of carting everything from all the way over there to this base, so I will see you guys soon. Everything is now perfectly and, might I say, beautifully organized. So with that done, the next step is to move the villagers from there all the way over to here. As I said earlier, the villagers are going to be underneath the base, so I'll chop a little hole here, and then we'll build a little living space for them. You might be thinking, oh, Mosey, this area kind of feels a bit like a prison, and to that I say, yeah, that's a positive. We'll make sure to fence the area off so they can't plummet to their deaths. We'll also set up a 2-block barrier on this side, and finally, we'll set up a little carpet jump in order to get out, which we can use, but the villagers can't. All that's left is a ladder to freedom. I call this the Great Villager Moving Operation, and it is not going to be easy at all. I really don't trust them to be able to walk in a straight line, so I'm going to extend these bridges to be 2 blocks thick instead of 1. We can't be having our star employees plummeting off the edge now, can we? No, no, no. It's a little bit of a hassle to maintain the chicken pen, so I'm thinking that we get a farmer villager in the future. To be honest, I only really care about you, and you. These 3 unemployed villagers, they're not as useful, so we'll be using them for our future iron farm. This guy's looking at me like, what did you just say to me? That's right, you don't have as much monetary value, so you'll be discarded. Lucky you. We can't really do anything until night because we're going to use the beds in order to make them go over to the base. So for now, I'm just going to grind for a better enchantment on our sword. We'll also need to set up a sugarcane farm because we have so much gunpowder for rockets, but no paper. And of course, we'll be needing lots of rockets if we want to fly around with our future elytra. Oh, and I left all the lapis at home, for goodness sake. This would be so easy if we had an elytra. We just zoom over there and then come straight back. We've now got knockback 2, looting 3 on our sword. Usually I really don't like knockback, but I feel like in this type of world, it's really useful. We've actually been given a chance to demonstrate its effectiveness. Look at that. These 2 guys aren't going to bed because they're up for midnight snacks or something. I don't know. Right, you, go out. No, okay, I've messed it up already. And now you're just standing on him while staring into his eyes. You're gonna sleep there. We're gonna transport this guy. Stop doing that. Come here now. Now we've simply got to transport him all the way along this bridge. It shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. Surprisingly, this is actually going rather smoothly. He is now on the base, so the final thing we need to do is get him underground. Also, I clearly forgot to light this area up enough. I did not just hear that man go inside our house and try and take my bed. No, no, no. Get out. No. Bad villager. Bad. Come on, just come down into this really suspicious basement. Yes, yes, no, no, come on. There we go. Stop trying to leave. No, no, come back. There we go. Now you're stuck. I'm actually going to test real quick if he can leave. It doesn't look like he can. I was a little bit concerned for a second that villagers had figured out the science behind the carpet fence trick. Well, here you go. Here's your bed. This is where you're going to stay for the rest of your life. He's even going to have a viewing platform for when our iron farm goes down there and burns all of the iron golems to death. Now we get to do the whole thing over again. Hooray. Could you walk any slower? You know, for a man under life imprisonment, your priorities seem to be all over the place. There we go. That's 2 villagers so far, all nice and snug in their new basement. It is now daytime, so while we wait for night to fall again, I'm going to go ahead and strip out all of these jungle slabs and replace them with tough ones. Actually, scratch that. I'm only going to replace some of them with tough because other areas are going to be changed into different things. I guess I could be spending this time doing something more productive, like setting up the iron farm, but I'm feeling like spending my time on a vanity project instead. Also, wow, that is off center. How did I mess that up? I've got the perception skills of an elderly mole. We're just going to kind of leave this hole in the ground for now until we fix it up later. See, if the villagers were smart, they would catch these slabs and use them to escape, but they're not smart. That's why they're imprisoned in the basement. This cold makes me sound like such a nerd, man. I hate it.
Yes, the villagers. Such unintelligent life forms.
Look at this. This is perfect. We've got the 3 NPCs sleeping together and then the 1 useful guy on his own special bed. Anyway, come here. I need to make money from you. I turned my back on him for no less than 1 second and I'm pretty sure he's plummeted into the void. void. Did he wander back in? Nope. He's genuinely dead. Why did that have to happen to the most useful villager? I needed to buy ender pearls off of him. Alright, change of plans. Looks like I'm going to be needing one of you NPCs a little bit more than I thought. We can turn this guy into a cleric, but his prices are going to be much more expensive. Ender pearls usually cost 5 emeralds a piece, but because we'll be trading with this guy a lot to level him up, he should knock the price down to 4. Obviously, that's nowhere near as good as the first guy's offer for 1 emerald per ender pearl, but it's something we can work with. However, in order to finance these ender pearls, we are going to need that iron farm. And we're also going to need his NPC brothers so that we can sell iron to them and actually make a profit. Very quickly, you have gone from useless to a cornerstone in my empire. Why did the cleric have to fall off, man? He's supposed to be the intelligent one. We don't have much time left. Come on. Get in my basement now. Wait. There we go. We're going to need the guys back at the base to breed because we need more villagers than I originally thought too. So we're going to need to just bone meal potatoes for quite a while. We also need more beds, which means I'm off to a trial chamber. We're just here to get beds. Can none of the spawners get mad, please? That would be very nice. I just got a new music disc from one of the pots. That's cool. There's loads of unsmashed pots here. These are my favorite. And there's also a chest back here that has an iron block, a cake, and a diamond. That is bizarre. I mean, I'm not complaining, but why? There we go. I've located the beds. I do actually need a few more of these lamps, so I'm going to yoink them on the way out too. Since it takes a while to move the villagers, I'm actually going to try moving both of these guys at the same time. Single file line, please. Single file. Let's not slip over the edge and die. You don't want to end up like that cleric, do you now? So far, so good. Oh, no. Wait, one of them fell off. Oh, maybe it's when I'm breaking the bed to get them out. Perhaps it dumps them off the edge. Well, that's fine. We can always make more villagers. Listen, if this guy makes it to the base safely, which it looks like he... No! I stand corrected. I was gonna say, if this guy makes it to the base, which it looks like he will, then the success rate will be 4 out of 6 villagers. Hey, listen, 3 out of 6, that's not bad. That's a 50% success rate. Granted, that means 50% of the villagers died, but 50% survived. Look at the bright side. Get up, make babies. While we wait for the villagers to make more villagers, I'm gonna continue with the vanity project for the base. You may be wondering, Mosey, what is this strange stoned thing you're building? Don't worry, all will be revealed in due time. By that, I mean like 3 minutes from now. You may think this is an uninteresting stone slab, which it is right now, but look at what happens when we add moss to it. Then we just bone meal all of the moss, so we replace all of the ugly stone. We just go boom, boom, boom. We're erasing the stone super quickly. The magic is that we can now plant trees here, and these are going to make our base feel full of life. Look at that. We're already getting the cherry blossom leaves. And we can even go over to the tall flowers on this little island here and bone meal them to get extra flowers. You can already tell this is going to look so good. We'll go around adding some bone meal for some extra grass, and then we can throw in all of our flowers. We'll even buy a few lanterns from the librarian so that we can light the area up. Of course, the logical thing to do is to replicate this area in the other 3 sections of the base. Although they're actually going to be a little different. So this front one here is going to be a mirror image of this one, but that one at the back is just going to be our general tree cutting area. And this one here could be a nether area where our portal's going to go. We are actually getting some really good use out of our diamond axe, because while the iron one is faster, it burns out so quickly because of the durability. Are the villagers having some secret meeting or something? Why have they all disappeared? Wait, what? Where are they? No, 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 no. Minecraft, don't do this to me. I genuinely don't know how that's happened. Oh, now we don't even have enough villagers to make more because only one's left. This game is testing my patience. That is what I can sum it up as. I'm going to wait till nightfall, and then I'm just going to camp out at the mob grinder and pray that we get a zombie villager quickly. Looks like Grandma's back in business. I mean, I guess we can use this to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We do need to get a mending librarian, so that's what we'll do. I need to think happy thoughts right now. Take some deep breaths, count to 10, all of that stuff. Seriously, villagers, how are they this stupid? I put them in an enclosed area and they somehow still find a way to YOLO over the edge and fall into the endless void and die. Idiots! With any luck, a zombie villager should show up soon. I'm just gonna AFK here. This may well be our last KFC gathering session. With any luck, as long as our villagers stop throwing themselves off of our island, we should be able to start buying golden carrots soon. No zombie villager yet, unfortunately. Oh, Pringle, I forgot about you, buddy. So sorry. I'll take you over to the island soon. Still no zombie villager. At the very least, this is getting us a lot of levels for enchanting. Is there a nationwide shortage of zombie villagers? What's going on? Right, I can actually hear a zombie villager in the mix somewhere. Problem is, I don't know where he is, so we're just gonna have to hope that we don't accidentally kill him. Okay, bad news. He is in this giant pile of zombies. We're gonna have to break them up somehow, so I'm just gonna hit one of them and hope that it separates all of them. That's him right there wearing the golden boots, but there's another zombie stuck in him. He moved. That's perfect. This guy is without question one of the most valuable villagers in the entire world, and he's also strapped, so we're gonna need to be careful. This might actually be really annoying because he's gonna do so much damage to us. Get me out, please. Get me out. There we go. Right, Granny, I've come to bargain. Why is there a cat with her? Why is everything so annoying and going wrong? We need to break the boat, which is gonna free the cat. The cat then runs out of the area, which is what we want. And then the cat just gets in the same boat as the zombie. I'm so done. Right, you move. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Thank you. I'm pretty sure this cat is on 1 HP right now, so one more harming potion from the witch, and this will all go wrong. We then break the cat free again. It runs away. Thank you. And then we gotta recapture this guy. And he gets back in the boat. I'm so done. I do have somewhat of a heart, so I don't want to just kill the cat, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't considering it right now. Right, get out. Run away this way, please. Move! How has he got up there? If you come down as soon as I put this zombie in the boat, I will actually scream. Okay, so far so good. Are you just not scared anymore? You're not gonna run away? Go. Okay, he is now in the trees. Thank you. He should be out of the way. To think that all of this is happening just because one stupid villager couldn't follow directions, and then the other villagers jumped off the edge. Weakness, please. Weakness, please. Weakness, please. Granny, please. A lot of things have not been going right for me in the past 30 minutes. I need you to throw this weakness potion. Thank you, Granny. I will stop by for some cookies and milk sometime. I do actually need more stone for our moss project, so this is a good time to AFK at the cobblestone generator. How is there a skeleton in here? What is this game? I am so grateful that wasn't a zombie. I'm not even gonna lie. If a zombie had spawned in here instead of a skeleton and converted him back into a zombie villager, wasting both our golden apple and our time, my monitor would have likely caught these hands. Sir, I want you to understand that the fate of this world and my happiness depends on you making it to the base. Let's not do anything silly, please. You're just going to be a librarian. That is all you're going to do. You're going to keep walking along this bridge and you're not going to do anything else. Keep it coming. Keep it pushing. I have never been more scared in my entire life. Easy now. Easy, easy. Yes, yes. Come on. Come up the stairs. Please don't fall off. No, no. You don't want that grindstone, but you do want to keep moving. No, don't go in the house. He wants the barrels, doesn't he? Why are you so incompetent? No. No barrels. You're not allowed any of the barrels. Go away. Go back down and pick the lectern. Your career will be what I have decided it to be, not what you decide. Okay, he's here. In light of recent events, I am actually increasing security even more here. I refuse to lose any more villagers. I now need to go and grind another 10 stacks of potatoes to give to them because, you know, the guys that had them jumped off. Hello, small child. Are you lost? Allow me to make things even worse. Come on, peasants, make babies now. I need a strong, easily exploitable workforce. I've just made the discovery that in order to breed, villagers actually need blocks over their heads, so they're getting an incredibly ugly acacia roof. While they're doing that, I'm gonna work on our tree chopping area at the back of the base. Yep, love is in the air right now. The first baby! He's gonna love driving his Amazon delivery truck when he grows up. Just as a reminder, this area here is our tree chopping area. It's not gonna look pretty like the two areas at the front. This is where we collect all the wood that we need for the slabs that we place during hours of bridging. Although hopefully soon we'll have defeated the Ender Dragon and have an elytra that we can use to soar over the void. Did you really spawn in that one space right there? That's so annoying. We do need a zombie that can hold an item for our future iron farm, so let's throw him a plank. Oh, okay, you're actually useful now. I was gonna push you off our house so you die a horrible death, but now you have some value. We're gonna need to box him in to keep him safe. Brilliant. He is now fully contained and protected from the sun. We've got this pink tumor on our house for now, but this is going to save us a fair bit of time later. I'm going to secure the entrance to the villagers with a trapdoor because I do not want a zombie managing to spawn on our island and then going down here and ruining everything. For this final quarter, I did say earlier that I wanted to turn it into a sort of nether area for our nether portal, but there's just not enough netherrack and other nether blocks available to us to make this look good. Instead, I'm just going to do what we've done in the other places, but we'll put our nether portal in here and make it look all nice. Maybe we can have a nature theme for it or something. We're up to 2 baby villagers now. Good job, guys. We need to transport our nether portal over, of course, and we'll do a bit of extra grinding at our mob farm so that we can get extra string for beds. Even with efficiency 5, breaking an obsidian block takes about 3 years off of your life. This seems like as good a spot as any. Interestingly enough, that actually hasn't linked up with our old nether portal, which is also spawning multiple cats for some reason. That does mean we've essentially got 10 free obsidian from this portal now, which is nice. We were able to get loads of new beds for the breeder, so let's add in all of those. And since it's got to be done sooner or later, I'm going to reset this librarian for a mending trade. 30 emeralds for Frostwalker 1. You might as well jump off, mate. I'm gonna be honest. Even considering regular villager scams, that is insane. This guy keeps trying to be a librarian when he wasn't the one that was cured. It's so annoying. Stop trying to get a job. Be useless. Be unemployed. Right? That's it. You've had your chance. Go away. Anyone else fancy trying to take the job that's not for them? Brother, I am trying to trade with you. Stop doing this on the job. The cured villager is now locked in, so hopefully only he will take the job of librarian now. Why are villagers so annoying? Just take the job, please. Do you want to go to bed? Is that it? Fine. There's going to be no beds here. He's not even taking the job, man. Oh, my days. I'm going to trap him in this area here, and then in the morning, we'll try and trade with him again. Okay, this is actually working now. Thank the Lord. There we go. Now, it is a bit more expensive than I would like. It's 12 emeralds discounted from 36, but still, we've just got to go grab a book. No, he reset his trades when I went to get the book. At least we can get it cheaper now. Hooray. Sometimes I really do hate villagers. I don't understand the logic of villagers. There's a product they sell that I want to buy, and I say, okay, I'm going to go get a book so that I can trade with you. And then in those 5 minutes that I'm gone, they then change their trade and go, oh, sorry, I'm not doing that anymore. What kind of business logic is that? It's probably because he heard I was complaining about the price, so he's done it to spite me. You don't like the cost of my mending books? Fine, I won't sell them anymore. Even though when I plucked him out of that mob spawner, I saved his life. This is how he repays me. If you don't give me a mending trade soon, we're going to play a game with your kids that I like to call skyblock diving. I'm going to build a diving board, and we're going to see who can do the best trick as they fall into the void to their deaths. Update, night is now falling, and he still hasn't offered the mending trade. I think he realized that my threat with the children was actually just an empty threat because I need them to work in the iron farm for me. It's not going too well. Finally, thank you. And now it's locked in, so he can't change it at the last minute. It is now 1 emerald instead of 12, so it was kind of a good thing, I guess. It was still pretty annoying to get this again. You've earned your freedom, my friend. And by that, I mean you've earned the freedom to walk around in your prison cell. We're gonna buy a ton of these so that we can add mending to all of our gear. Now that he's leveled up to apprentice, he's actually got an infinite trade loop, which is pretty funny. If we buy bookshelves at 3 emeralds for 1 bookshelf and then break it into 3 books, we can then sell those 3 books for 3 emeralds total. We might as well try and max out his trade so that we can see if he has any extra enchanted books. Usually I'd be pretty stoked to see Feather Falling 4, but in this world, if you fall, no enchantment is gonna save you. We're actually making a profit now because he's selling the bookshelves for 2 emeralds apiece. His last enchanted book trade is multi-shot. We're gonna do a bit of enchanting and then we're gonna move this setup over to our actual base. I've got us a Fire Aspect 2 Unbreaking 3 sword, which we can combine with our current one. And we've also got some Protection 3 diamond boots and a Protection 3 diamond helmet. First of all, we'll combine a Sharpness 4 book with a Mending book. And then we'll combine that with another Sharpness 4 book. That goes on our current sword. And unfortunately, we don't quite have enough levels to make a God sword. That's fine though. We'll go ahead and slap Mending on our chest plate, as well as our leggings, and our helmet, and finally our boots. Which leaves us with a pretty decent set of armor. I do want to get our swords combined now rather than putting it off till later, so I'm going to wait by the mob farm for a bit. One short mob grinding session later, and we have a pretty much maxed out sword. Let's get all of this moved over to the base, and then we can start work on our iron farm. It's about time I filled in this floor up here. The enchantment setup has been placed in. It's looking very nice. Let's go sell a few books, and then we'll work on our iron farm. First of all, we're going to set up a little water elevator that's going to let us get up and down, because we need to keep our iron farm villagers and these villagers separate, because as you can see, these villagers are already spawning golems. We don't want the farm to be insanely far down or it won't work, but we also don't want it to be too close. This should be an appropriate distance, so we'll now go ahead and expand this platform. This should be enough room. I've built quite a few iron farms in my time. This one is a more updated design to the one I'm used to, so hopefully it works. This is what we've got so far, and we can't go much further without getting our zombie and villagers in. While we wait for night to fall, I'm going to bridge over to one of those floating sand things that we've seen in order to get a bit of glass. That way we'll be able to see into the farm and make sure that everything's working as intended. There it is, just off in the distance. Well, here we are. We can start collecting this precious sand. Wait, what? Oh, wait, so these floating sand areas, they're not desert biomes. They're buried treasure chests. Didn't I see one of these right at the start of this world and I thought it was just a desert biome thing, so I completely ignored it? There's so many useful resources in here. There's iron, there's gold, there's diamonds, there's food. There's even a water breathing potion which could help us with taking on the ocean monument. I just came here for the sand. We're leaving with a lot more than we bargained for. 9 sand plus 3 diamonds acquired. That little excursion has actually taken almost all night, so I don't want to move our zombie for fear of getting him incinerated. But that's fine because we can spend tomorrow moving our villagers in and wait for night to roll around again. And we could also work a bit more on the base too. We can now place our hard-earned glass blocks in the farm, and as I said earlier, these will just let us know if something's gone wrong because we can actually see inside. And it does give the Amazon workers inside a little bit of sunlight. They're not just going to be stuck in a stone box for the rest of their lives. It's a stone box with windows. I imagine the easiest way to get the villagers from up there down to here is just to flood this area and then push them into the water. Why are you already following me out here? Are you that eager to get locked in there for the rest of your life? This looks like it would work. Thankfully, we've got lots of villagers, so even if we do have a few workplace accidents, we've got replacements. We'll use this stone cutter to lure one of them out here. There we go. We've got our stonemason. We then break his job and we push him off like so. And it worked. How did you get out? What? Get in. Get in. Get in there. Thank you. Once you're transported in, you have to stay in there. Why is there a creeper on here? What? Come along now. Come along. Oh my god, they just pushed one of them off. I didn't realize the job market was getting that bad. Come on. There we go. There's our second. I just need one more villager. One more villager for a prime job. Nope, you're too slow, my friend. It's going to be this man. But I bet he's going to feel lucky that he didn't get the job because he's at least got a bit of his freedom left. And now you're just staring at me like I just committed some sort of crime. I mean, I did, but could you not stare at me? That's rude. With the villagers now in place, we need to wait until it's nighttime so we can move our zombie. We can kill a bit of time by working on our base. I've got stairs going along the edges like this because it adds an extra bit of depth and helps to break up the regular tough slabs. If I had more blocks available, I'd mix in some regular tough slabs with these brick ones to add some extra texture, but unfortunately, we do not have access to those. We could in theory use some cobblestone or stone slabs, but I think they'd be way too light in comparison to the tough. Before we move our zombie, we will need to cover up the villagers so they don't get accidentally infected. We'll have the same game plan that we did with the villagers, where we try and push him off into a pool of water. You're definitely going to cause problems, so we'll need to push you off. Get out of the way, man! Oh my god! I swear knockback doesn't work on iron golems, but I'm going to try anyway. It did not work. Oh, but he's stuck in place because of the slabs above him. He's spawned and he's immobile. Well, sucks to be him. We're now going to free our zombie, which I've decided to call Tim, and then we need to get him to fall into this water below. Don't hit me, you scared me. He caught me off guard with a sneaky attack. Let's break this. There we go. And now, Tim, my deceased friend, you simply need to follow me. I don't know if zombies can operate ladders, but I hope so. Yes, he can. Come on. Come down. Don't be shy. Now just follow me over this way, please. And now I've got to somehow juke him into falling off. Ah, that's annoying. Because he has his cherry wood plank, he's not going to despawn, so that is in our favor. I'm also aware that one wrong move and he's going to be able to knock us off into the void. Okay, I figured it out. We just need to break the floor under him and he should fall. Come on, you just stay there. There we go. Oh no, but he's going to fall off the island. Tim! Tim! No, 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 no. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. You're not allowed to die. You're not allowed to die. Stop going down so fast. We just need to give him a platform to stand on. He's 360ing his way to his own death. You are a moron. You're such an idiot. Okay, we've caught him. And he's fallen off again. I don't even know what to say. And now he's turned into a drowned. You have betrayed me, Tim. He could have enjoyed a life of getting to scare villagers every single day, but instead Instead, he's now dead in the void. I know what this situation calls for, though. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Tim 2! And the thing is, this is actually going to be really straightforward, because this platform is actually underneath our base, so while it doesn't look like it's dark, it is actually pitch black. This means all we need to do is go up the waterfall that we've created, buy a name tag from the librarian, come back down, and there should be a zombie ready and waiting. I mean, that's the plan. I don't know if it's actually going to work. Hello, sir. I would like to purchase one of your finest name tags. This is actually going to cost us all of our emeralds. That's painful. Tim 2. It is a masterpiece. There's no monsters here. It is not working, so I'm going to encase it in blocks so that it's permanently dark. This is officially the worst mob farm of all time, but it should get the job done. Now we simply head back upstairs and wait. No, you're supposed to be inside the mob farm, not outside. Why'd you see a pile of iron parts on the roof of the building? Don't worry about it. Don't ask. Let's see what we've got in here. There's just a creeper. Not ideal. Okay, and he's blown up the building. That's really useful. If only Tim had followed orders, we wouldn't be in this situation right now. We seem to just be getting more creepers. I don't want creepers. I just need the most boring, basic zombie. That's all I want. I also don't want 10,000 bats. Oh, there we go. We just need to get rid of these other mobs first. Yes, our savior, Tim 2. Just go in the hole, son. Thank you. I didn't want to use this name tag until he got into position because he already can hold a piece of string to stop him from despawning, but he deserves his official name. Since we have a looting sword, hopefully this Enderman can get us some ender pearls. Yes, he can. That's going to save us a few emeralds in the long run. We got to go grab a bucket of lava from the ruined portal, and then we should be able to finish the iron farm. Now we'll go ahead and set up the collection system for the farm. This is going to be the iron golem melting area. We then place in signs to block the lava with. We then bring in water at the top here, and then our lava. We now remove this block in the middle, and it's already working! We should just be able to camp out up here all night, and golems will be farmed en masse. Let's hope this guy doesn't look down. It seems to be working rather well. I'm heading down to check the spoils, and there's an iron golem burning in it. We've got ourselves 58 iron ingots in 10 minutes. That is very good. And there's even more on the way. We might as well kill this one with our looting sword. We then need to sell a bunch of our rotten flesh to the cleric to raise funds. Brother, it's rotten flesh. Why do you look so excited? That then gets us back the gold and lapis trades. And then we start turning some of the other villagers into toolsmiths so that we can sell them our iron. This does mean we have to buy a bunch of useless stone tools, unfortunately. There we go. It was worth it, though, because now we can make huge profits. We'll use those profits to level up the other guy. And we now have an incredible source of wealth. Unfortunately, this guy is already trying to rip us off because he sensed that we like selling iron, so he's charging extra now. You don't want to catch this diamond axe to the face now, do you? That would not be good for your health. Once again, we really just have to kill time till our iron farmers produce more iron for us, so I think it's time we finish off the base. These tough bricks look so much cleaner. We'll also add in some copper lamps to light up the way to our base, as well as some leaves to join them up. We'll then use jungle trapdoors and dark oak signs. I'm gonna try my hand at making some copper streetlights to keep the place lit up. It's rather tall, but I actually really like this. It looks like our iron farm's been going strong, so with any luck, we should have lots of ingots in it. Look at that, a stack and a half plus some jungle slabs that were caught when we were chopping the planks up there. We've already got more iron on the way. I'm hoping that that absolute scammer of a villager has put his prices down. Yes, he has. There we go. We do now have the ability to buy enchanted diamond tools again. No, he's done it again, man. You're such a scammer. I'll just keep trading with your friend. We can then level up this cleric. And there we go. The ender pearl trade is back. We can already buy 2, which is wonderful. And that brings our total up to 5 ender pearls. Since when we're throwing these to find the stronghold, it's going to be much harder to catch them since we'll be out on the void. I'm going to want to go for 18 ender pearls before we set out to find the stronghold. Before I forget, I'm going to go rescue Pringle from our old base. Come on, mate. Let's get you home. I'm actually going to convert the back of our base here into a sugarcane farm. If we don't get this sorted out, once we finally get the coveted elytra, we're not going to be able to fly anywhere with it. We'll set it up in the traditional checkered pattern that you see in order to save space. The only problem with these checkered patterns is that it takes ages to get all of the water in. I'm really happy with this. It actually fits perfectly into the base. We can also go check on the iron farm. It's coming along very nicely. We're actually going to block off the zombie from the villagers for just one night. It's because if the villagers don't get a proper night of sleep every once in a while, they start tweaking out and stop working properly. Kind of like me. Let's go ahead and sell some more of our iron. What is this scamming? We've gone from 4 iron ingots to 7. 7! Look at what I have done for you, gentlemen. Have I not provided you with a prison to live in and warm beds to sleep in. What have I done wrong? The workers are forming a union. This is terrible. At least the ender pearl prices are still under control. It looks like this guy's trying to capitalize on the market situation because he's gone from offering 5 iron for 1 emerald to 3. And of course, because I'm creating a capitalist society, I'm obviously going to buy from him. Why would I ever buy from you? We're now up to 8 ender pearls in total. Even though prices are a little bit dire at the moment, I'm going to level up a farmer villager. I really don't want to have to keep maintaining our KFC pen, so it's a lot easier if we can just buy our food. Ah, yes, an economy propped up by only international imports with no infrastructure whatsoever. I cannot see this going wrong in any way. Let's buy more pearls. We only need 6 more now. While we wait for more iron to be produced, I'm going to add more streetlights to our base. After the streetlights were finished, I went on a little side quest. I first went to the buried treasure that we've seen very early on in order to get both the sand and the chest. We were also completely out of tough bricks, so I stopped off at the trial chamber as well. Once we got back, I was able to fill out most of the windows in the base, but not quite. I then went ahead and replaced the rest of the jungle slabs with our newfound tough bricks. Let's see what our iron farm has in store for us today. Oh, that is very nice. We also got some bonus emeralds from that buried treasure, so we should be able to buy all of the ender pearls now. Thankfully, the trade union has failed. These guys are back to their regular 3 iron price. We have exactly a stack of emeralds right now. Let me just hit a quick money spread on these villagers just to flex on them. Have you ever seen wealth like this? We need 6 more ender pearls, so that is going to cut into the finances a little bit. And we can also level this guy up a bit more. And we'll just keep going. He's so close to master rank. That's so annoying. He's probably 1 trade off. That did unfortunately cost us all of our emeralds, but it's fine. I'm only going to cry a little bit. And now at last we can craft all of the Eyes of Ender. Just by habit, I've run over here to do some enchanting. I wanted to get a better bow. I've forgotten that our enchantment setup is over there. I mean, I'm 21 now. In the online space, I'm effectively a boomer. Now instead of the millennials, it's me going, oh, do you guys remember the Nintendo Wii and the DS and all that stuff? If you know, you know. Best childhood. Since I've come all this way, I'm going to wait at the mob farm for a little bit so that we can get extra XP for making this bow the best it possibly can be. And we can also pay Grandma a visit. Hi, Grandma. How you doing? How's it all going? Okay, she's just poisoned me. Never mind, I hate you. Whoa! How did a child escape? I have never seen that before. Well done, little man. I mean, obviously your crime is punishable by death, but I respect the effort. Right, here's the enchanting setup where it's supposed to be. Power 3 at level 30? Really? We've only got the exact amount of levels now, so whatever we get, we're gonna have to stick with. It's infinity, so that's not bad. Please just don't be only infinity. Okay, power 3 and infinity, sure. We'll then combine our bows to get power 4, and this is a pretty decent bow overall. We'll also use what little gold we have to craft 2 golden apples for emergencies. We're going to cut down a jungle tree for some extra blocks, and then we'll be off to fight the Ender Dragon. Thankfully, the end in this map is just the normal end, which I'm very thankful for because it would be hellish trying to fight the Ender Dragon in an endless void. We should have everything that we need now. Let's start with the first eye. It's going this way. Please do not explode. Thank you very much. Goodbye, Pringle. Make sure to keep watch on the villagers for me. Make sure they do not start any unions and that they're obeying all the prison rules. Thank you very much. The eye went basically straight in front of the base, didn't it? It's been a while, but I'm well and truly back to placing slabs. I've just realized we actually don't need that many eyes because since we know the direction the stronghold is in, as long as we bridge towards it, we're gonna find it eventually. It took almost 1,000 slabs, but eventually the stronghold came into view. We have finally made it! Down we go. Before we activate the portal, I'm gonna grab a bunch of books because we can sell all of these to our librarian. This is the weirdest stronghold I've ever seen, but at least we know where the portal is. We've also got an eye armor trim, as well as a loyalty 3 book and a punch 1 book. There's another eye armor trim here, as well as a pretty good enchanted book. Unfortunately, we just barely had enough slabs to make it here, which means we've got no blocks to pillar around in the end with. I'm gonna gather up as many blocks as I can from the library, but it won't be much. I'm now gonna hide in a wooden box till morning because I don't want to get sniped off by a skeleton at this late stage. It is now morning, so let's keep moving. This is just a hunch, but I'm pretty sure that the reason the stronghold is so messed up is because it's such an old structure, so it was probably coded differently. Because when you look at stuff like the ocean monuments, they generate perfectly fine. It's just the stronghold that's all disconnected and messed up. Because each of the doors, stairs, and rooms have all generated, but the corridors that are supposed to connect them are nowhere to be seen. We do have just just about enough slabs to reach the second library, and I want to check this place in case it has an Unbreaking 3 book. No enchanted books in here, not a good start. And we have no enchanted books in here either. Okay, we do have 4 armor trims though, which is pretty perfect. Let's get rid of the silverfish spawner, and then we shall fill the portal. This is it. Without further ado, let's go slay a dragon. Not the worst spawn in the world. Let's snipe out all of these crystals. You know how it goes. We do have to watch out for the dragon's breath, because even with our protection armor, that can still do a fair bit of damage to us. There aren't that many healing crystals left now. It's just the ones in cages, plus a few that are on some really tall obsidian pillars. Goodbye. Oh, not what I want. Ow. There was definitely a point earlier where we could have got Feather Falling 4, and I said I didn't want it. I'm starting to regret that now. That's another crystal down. And now the only one that's left is that one there. Oh, wait, never mind. There's one there too. No, dragon. No, don't kill me, please. The final crystal is gone. All we have to do now is spam her with arrows and we win. We got to get some good hits in on the tail and not get attacked by random endermen. That would be very nice. We're getting some really good hits in here. Look at all the angry endermen chasing after her. That's funny. We'll send her a few more arrows. She's now perched again. We might be able to chip her down with arrows and kill her before she perches again. She's so low. Come on. This is it. Yes. You have an entire dimension full of blocks. Mine has almost nothing and I still beat you. Oh yes, so much XP. I'm going to cover the portal before we get the dragon egg because I do not want it falling in here and then being lost to the void. Let's go. Let's head through the gateway to find ourselves an end city. It's pretty ironic that usually the end feels like this massive barren area with absolutely nothing, but because we live in a world with absolutely nothing, this is way more land than I'm used to seeing. The gaps between these islands are so small we can just pearl straight across. Yes! We've already found a city. It's a really good one too. Here we are. Let's kill the guys on the door first. Always got to get them out the way. You see, the first thing I do whenever I approach a hotel is just assault the guy at the front door. Always works. That's how you can get a better room, because then the people working reception, they don't want to mess with you. They don't want the smoke. Notice how these shulkers are levitating me straight up to all the loot? That's because they're terrified. For legal reasons, I would not advise doing anything of what I just said. We've got some free gold and diamond tools and whatnot. Even though there's nothing particularly amazing, we might as well get the loot because diamond stuff is quite limited still. Bit of extra gold and iron, not bad I guess. We'll go ahead and float on over to the ship. We'll get rid of the one shulker in the way. And there we go, we have the elytra. Honestly, not a lot of good loot, but that's fine. I'm really not bothered. Especially since we can now fly! I don't remember where the gateway was that we entered from, so I'm just gonna fly until we find one. Instead of a gateway, we've somehow found another end city. Having a spare elytra on deck would be pretty useful, so I'm gonna go grab it. We'll just levitate across like so, very nice and simple. We'll kill this poor guy again and get our second elytra, and then we'll take all his money. I've also realized I completely forgot to do this on the other end ship. We gotta grab the end dragon head. Now this is the peak of fashion. Minecraft, I don't want another end city. I just want to go home at this point. Oh, wait. Yeah, we can go home. Nice. Okay, thank you, Minecraft. This is definitely all of my end city luck used up for the foreseeable future. 3 cities back to back with the ships is insane. Anyway, let's go home. And we are back safe and sound. We'll display our hard-earned dragon head and dragon egg on these lecterns turned inwards, because they look like pedestals, which I really like. We'll also chuck mending on both of our elytras, as well as making huge profits. We can finally level up our farmer to master, and now we can buy the best food in the game, golden carrots. We might as well check on our iron farm too, and once again it does not disappoint. We'll sell off all the iron golem remains to the toolsmiths, and with all of that illicit business out of the way, we can go ahead and grab some gunpowder from our honest, hard-working mob farm. I've been saving all of this up for a long time. We then combine the gunpowder with the paper, and we finally have rockets! We have conquered the endless void. No more placing all of these slabs. I'm free! There is still work to be done though. First of all, I want to trim all of our armor in gold. That looks exquisite. And now we're going to head to the nether in search of a bastion. Because right now we have 2 ancient debris, so if we can find 2 more, we could turn our sword into netherite. I'm not going to lie, it does feel really weird flying in an endless void. The only time that you can actually tell if you're flying forwards is when you see different structures. Finally, there we go. We'll go ahead and grab all of this free gold. Although the chests in these bastions are never that good, I don't think we can actually get ancient debris debris from this one. What we really need is a treasure bastion, because we also need the netherite upgrade item. Not quite the bastion I was looking for, but this does have a chance for ancient debris. We'll use our trusty infinity bow to just bow spam the brutes. No debris here, and no debris here. No! There might be some in the middle chest, though. We can't lose hope. Let's quickly check it. Nope, useless. Let's get out of here, and we'll just keep going. There we go. Finally. We're gonna have to be careful here, because this could definitely turn ugly. Thankfully, we can't just keep knocking everyone off with our knockback sword. Oh, hello there, gentlemen. I do not want to get anywhere near you guys. Oh, this is turning a little bit dicey. Ow, stop it. I hit a zombie piglin by mistake, and now things have turned very ugly. If you're wondering why some of the monsters have pumpkins on their heads, it's because I'm currently recording this video during Halloween. It's a pretty cool little Easter egg. There's so many zombie piglins there that are mad at me that I'm gonna fly away and come back. We only have one golden apple left, so I do not want to chance things. Okay, we're all friends again. Lovely. No ancient debris again. Come on, game. Yes, finally. We just need one more piece of debris and a netherite upgrade. Over we go. Yes, that's perfect. One piece of netherite scrap and the netherite upgrade. Anyway, this place sucks. I want to leave. Goodbye, losers. We don't have a ton of rockets left, but I should be able to coast along back home. Before we return home, I'm actually going to go ahead and grab us 2 more wither skulls. This should hopefully be a lot easier now that we have vastly upgraded gear. Unfortunately, we're running very low on rockets, so I'm going to return home and stock back up. I didn't even get a single skull. In the meantime, let's sell more iron to get our elytras repaired. And we can also sell more books. We can craft ourselves a netherite ingot, and then we add everything into the table. No, that's an iron ingot. Ah, yes, Mosey. Upgrade the diamond sword to an iron one. Just genius. Anyway, we're going to upgrade it to netherite, and now it is pretty much perfect. We have way more gold now, so we can craft plenty more golden apples. Sadly, the sugarcane production is really not where we want it to be, so I'm going to do some final extra work on the base, and we'll cut back when we've got enough sugarcane. Alright, we are back. As you can see, I've been making many small improvements to the base. We've got these planter boxes, we've got benches that we can sit down on, we've got some more mechanical elements, we've got all of these cool patterns on the floor. I filled this area with water because I think it adds a nice pop of color. And we have by far my favorite part, these balloons at the front. We don't have any yellow dye, so I had to use gold blocks for the yellow balloons. But despite how expensive it was well worth it. I also changed the temporary pile of blocks at the front here for an actual staircase. It looks a lot nicer now. Of course, the main thing is that our sugarcane farm is now thriving. And now that we have an abundant amount of sugarcane, we can craft plenty of rockets. There's no chance we walk away from this nether fortress without getting those remaining 2 skulls. Especially since now we can fly around the structure in order to despawn certain enemies and spawn more wither skeletons. There we are. We've just picked up a skull. We just need one more and then we can fight the wither. It's been a little while and the final skull still has not shown up. I've just got a ridiculous amount of stone swords. We've finally got the second skull, and on that note, let's get out of here. This doesn't count as littering because I've done it on my own property. Our helmet and boots are currently missing prop 4, so I'm going to get them up to speed. There we go. Very nice. Before we take on the wither, I do also want to clear an ocean monument, so I'm going to enchant the trident that we found. Oh, that is beefy. I'm really happy with that. We've hung on to this potion of water breathing for so long. We've got to extend its duration using a piece of redstone dust. We effectively have 8 minutes to fully clear the ocean monument. This is it. There's so many guardians spawning because they have so much real estate to spawn in. There's no caves taking up hostile mob spawns. There's nothing. It's just guardians everywhere. I was going to try and swim up to cheese the first room, but unfortunately we've already been given mining fatigue. I also have not drunk the water breathing potion yet, so I'm going to do that. The Depth Strider 3 enchantment is finally being put to good use. There we go. There's the first Elder Guardian. He's trying to escape, but he is no match for us. As long as we keep circling behind the pillars to block the attacks, and there we go. He's already dead. The Guardians are obviously not very happy that we've killed one of their 3 kings. There's the second one. We've also somehow been given Dolphin's Grace, so we are whizzing around. These guys can't even get close. Just one more now, and he's going to be at the very top. There he is. We found him. Oh, yeah, you have no chance, mate. Goodbye. We've cleared the ocean monument with over half our water breathing still left. Now we just have to find the exit. You guys can keep your gold. We don't even need it. We came here to prove a point and nothing else. And there we go. We're home free. We've got Dolphin's Grace, so let's fly out the front and activate our elytra. Now that is what I call a clean getaway. We just have one opponent left now, and it is, of course, the Wither. I'm thinking we fight him in a trial chamber because even though there's going to be a bunch of extra mobs spawning, it's got loads and loads of blocks that are going to catch us if he blows any up. This is it. Here we go. Oh no, why are there slimes here? Seems to be rather angry at us, but so far the building is holding up. Just got to keep leading him around. He's very slow, which works to our advantage. Just whittling him down. This is perfect. Once we get him to half health, that's when the real battle begins. There we go. He's at half. We're going to quickly drink our strength potion. He is coming in for the melee. Come on. He's so low now. Just a little bit more. Yes, we did it. It seems like on this map, he's been coded to also drop a piece of ancient debris, which is kind of cool. Most importantly, though, we now have the Nether Star. I'm going to quickly fly back to where the stronghold is because there's a little buried treasure island nearby, which means we can get the glass needed to craft our beacon. There it is. There's a second one as well, which we're going to scoop up here because then we'll have enough glass to also finish the windows on our base. Look at just how long this gigantic slab trail is. It's insane. And all of it has been placed by hand while sneaking as well. While our sand is being smelted, let's collect the final drops from the iron farm. Oh my word. I guess this has accumulated over all that time I spent decorating the base while I was waiting for the sugarcane to grow. We're going to be able to make a larger beacon than I was expecting. Let's craft up the final glass panes, which means this tower is now finally complete. Hold on 1 second. We do have these 3 windows up here. Now it's complete. Here it is, the glorious beacon. We'll go ahead and set it up at the back of the base here. And with this, we have officially completed 50 hours in Skyblock Hardcore. Thank you all so much for watching this 50 hours. In total, I spent nearly 6 hours of it sneaking and placed over 10,000 jungle slabs. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like so that we can reach the like goal. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss an upload, and I'll see you all next time.